All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic evening. We got another exciting night of NBA Piston basketball. The Detroit Pistons are hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers on a Friday night in the Motor City. Couple notable players missing for the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. They're not going to have James Harden or Donovan Mitchell, two of their superstars. They're going to start former Piston Dennis Schroeder, Merrill, Jalen Tyson, Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. So those are going to be the two key players that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to rely on if they're going to win this basketball game. The return of Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen down low. Pistons hopefully can stay healthy. They got no injuries whatsoever on the injury report, minus Isaiah Stewart for that suspension he's still facing. He's going to be back hopefully March 3rd. That's going to be their projection for him to come back. Cade Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren getting the start for the Detroit Pistons tonight, man. Currently, the spread is the Pistons are a minus 8.5-point favorite at home. You basically had the San Antonio Spurs kicking us in our teeth to start this week. We got beat up by San Antonio. Got a bounce back win against a depleted Oklahoma City Thunder team, and then you got kind of a banged up Cavalier team as well here. So we're going to see if the Pistons can get it done. Pistons are rolling with their City Edition uniforms. They're all black uniforms with like the red and blue stripe in between. JB Bickerstaff leading the charge for the Pistons against the Cavaliers on a Friday night in the Motor City. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here, guys. This is my own original play-by-play commentary, reactionary, and live analysis to this game tonight. The Pistons have the Orlando Magic coming up next on Sunday, and we are about to get squared off for tip-off to start this basketball game for the Pistons tonight here, looking to get their second win in a row against a very good Cleveland Cavaliers team. And again, there's a chance the Pistons might see the Cavs in the postseason this year. Obviously, unfortunately, we would like to see Donovan Mitchell and James Harden tonight, but that is not the case. Let me know who's here in the chat here, guys, and we are ready to rock and roll. Pistons and Cavaliers moments away from tip-off, and hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic night, man. We are ready to rock and roll here. Jalen Duren and Jarrett Allen at the center court here, ready for the jump ball here. Moments away. Pistons looking to keep the winning going on their home floor tonight here. Jalen Duren controls the opening tip, controlled by Asar Thompson on the left wing here. Asar working against Mobley, finds Duren, working against Allen at the top of the key here. Allen pokes it away from Jalen Duren, gets it back here though. Shot clock is winding down, hands it off to Asar Thompson, finds Cade Cunningham on the post for a left-handed hook shot, and it falls, and the Pistons are on the road here, 2-0 basketball game. Merrill upside here to Evan Mobley, finds Dennis Schroeder on the left wing. Allen sets a screen. Guarded by Asar Thompson at the top of the key here. Merrill sets a screen for Schroeder. He goes off it, rolls baseline here, bothered by Tobias Harris. Finds Evan Mobley at the top of the key here. Mobley looking to dance on Tobias. Right-handed layup is up and in. Mobley a part of that draft class along with Cade Cunningham. 11:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Asar Thompson on the right wing here finds Cade Cunningham. Cade working on Tyson on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Tobias Harris. He puts up a three, and he knocks it down. 5-2 basketball game. What's going on, Naughty? What's going on, Thomas? Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. What's going on, David? Colin? Sorry, my computer had a seizure for a second. Schroeder knocks the basketball away here. It's going to stay here with the Cavaliers. What's going on, Colin, Naughty Ghost, David, Thomas? Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Yeah, no James Harden, no Donovan Mitchell for the Cavaliers in tonight's basketball game. Schroeder, obviously, former Piston, was a big key factor in that playoff appearance against the Knicks last postseason. Allen finds Merrill upside here for the right-handed layup. It's off the mark. Jarrett Allen gets the rebound, though. They're going to call a foul against Jalen Duren, fighting for the loose ball. It's going to stay here with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, a bunch of key injuries out tonight for the Cavaliers. Luckily, though, Pistons do not have any injuries, and it's been a big debate, controversy of whether or not, could they go 100%? Is it load management? It's kind of a shame that these fans come out and see the best players play on a Friday night, and is it really that injured? Are they really that injured? Are they conserving themselves? For the next game, it's kind of up to debate. Allen gets poked again down below here by the Pistons. Going to be another foul called, I believe, on Jalen Duren. Is that his second personal foul already? Kenny Atkinson rolling for the Cavaliers as the second season head coach. He won Coach of the Year last year, taking the Cavaliers to the postseason. It's kind of weird how they fired JB Bickerstaff. Kenny Atkinson comes in here, does a terrific job with this young core, and they got a nice, bright, promising future ahead of them. Jarrett Allen knocks down the first free throw. It is 5-3. You're going to go to the Pistons Orlando game. Nice. Yeah, Beef Stew, I think, is going to be coming back, I think, March 3rd. So we should be getting him next week. 5-3 basketball game. 10:25 left to play in the first quarter. Jarrett Allen knocks down both free throws. Pistons 5, Cavaliers 4. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key, working against Dennis Schroeder on the left wing here. Looking to set up the offense, finds Asar Thompson. Duren sets the screen for Asar. He rolls off. It finds Duncan Robinson at the top of the key here. Duncan looking to drive inside here. Right-handed layup is up and in for Duncan Robinson. 7-4 basketball game. 10:04 left to play in the first quarter. Merrill has it for the Cavaliers. Finds Evan Mobley working against Tobias Harris on the left wing here. Finds Merrill again. Back outside to Tyson. Cross-court pass to Schroeder. He tries a three of his own. That's off the mark. Boarded by Asar Thompson. Asar looking to push it in transition here. Finds Jalen Duren underneath the basket. Reverse layup is blocked by Mobley. Gets his own rebound, though. Goes back to the rim. Right-handed layup is back up and in for Mr. Jalen Duren. 9-4 basketball game. 9:30 left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder at the top of the key, working against Asar Thompson. Mobley sets the screen, rolls off it. Behind the back pass to Mobley again, top of the key. Goes inside here, finds Jarrett Allen. He puts up a mid-range game, and it is down and in. 9-6 basketball game. Pistons up by 3. Cade Cunningham with the basketball on the left wing here, working against Tyson for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Upside to Tobias Harris, working against Dennis Schroeder. Jarrett Allen comes to help him on the left block here. Finds Asar Thompson, backdoor upside to Jalen Duren. He puts up a right-handed layup, and it falls. 11-6 basketball game. Pistons up by 5. 8:50 left to play in the first quarter. Cavaliers have it on the right wing here, working against Cade Cunningham. Tyson working against Cade. Right-handed floater is off the mark. Cade with the rebound. Cade looking to push it in transition here. Finds Tobias Harris upside to Asar Thompson. Asar loses it. Stolen away by Evan Mobley. Finds Dennis Schroeder upside to Merrill. Merrill pulls up from 3. He knocks it home. Back to a 2-point basketball game. 8:24 left to play in the first quarter. Merrill 46% from 3 this season. That is second best in the NBA. He's having a terrific season from beyond the arc. 8:17 left to play in the first quarter. Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul called on Cade Cunningham, driving the other way. Merrill set his feet in time, so it's an offensive foul on Cade Cunningham, his first of the game in the first quarter, and another turnover for the Pistons. Cade's got 2 quick fouls here, so you got to be careful with that as well. 2 points, 2 fouls for Cade. Dennis Schroeder at the top of the key here, working against Asar Thompson on the right wing here. Schroeder switches back off to Duncan Robinson, goes to his right. Mid-range jump shot is off the mark, boarded by Tobias Harris. Tobias in transition here for the Pistons, back the other way here, upside to Cade Cunningham, top of the key, working against Tyson. Finds Jalen Duren down below, underneath against Evan Mobley. Puts up a crazy hook shot that falls. Asar nearly grabbed the rebound. It's off the mark, though. It's going to be picked up by Mobley. Back in transition here, finds Dennis Schroeder on the right wing against Tobias Harris. Mobley sets the screen. Schroeder goes inside the paint, upside to Jarrett Allen. He puts it in. It's an 11-11 basketball game. 7:35 left to play in the first quarter. Cade Cunningham drives to his right all the way to the hole for the layup. 13-11 game here. Pistons go back up by 2. Cade's complaining he thought he got fouled on that layup attempt. Schroeder finds Merrill, top of the key here, lets it fly, and he buries it. That's the 46% three-point shooter from Merrill this season. He knocks it in, gives the Cavaliers their first lead of the basketball game. Cade finds Jalen Duren at the top of the key, working against Jarrett Allen. Duren drives inside here. Right-handed layup is up and in. Cannot stop him. Only hope to contain him. JD down below. 6:55 left to play in the first quarter here. Merrill with the basketball, drives to his right, loses it, stolen away by Tobias Harris. Tobias, one-on-one against Evan Mobley, goes all the way to the rim. Shot is off the mark. Good defense by Evan Mobley. Back the other way in transition, finds Mobley on the right wing. He tries a three of his own, and he buries it. 17-15 basketball game, and the Pistons take their first timeout of the game as we head into the commercial break. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, let me know in the chat here. Cavaliers 17, Pistons 15 as we hit the first commercial break. Jarrett Allen leading the way, 6 points. JD also at 6 points as well. Looking to get possibly some more bench production tonight from Paul Reed, possibly Dennis Jenkins. I would like to see Kevin Huerter get some more minutes for the Pistons as well here, so we shall see what JB Bickerstaff does out of this timeout. Alrighty. Like I said, Pistons, next game coming up next is against the Orlando Magic. That game is on a Sunday. I believe that's a 6 p.m. Eastern tip-off. That's going to be at the Magic. So you're going to be going up against Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic team. Again, a very sneaky team that could get hot at the right time come playoffs. They also have Desmond Bane, who they traded for, so that's another big piece that they could bring back as well. Antoine coming in with the $10 super chat. What's going on, Antoine? How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much, dude, for the $10 super chat. Antoine is fantastic. He's given the video game muscle level up emote. That's awesome. Antoine, thank you so much, buddy. I'll put your name up on the screen momentarily. Hope you're having a fantastic night, Antoine. 17-15 basketball game. This should be a good game down to the wire. It seems like the Pistons always usually kind of start off a little bit sluggish, and then towards like the second quarter, they usually kind of kick it into high gear. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish in the NBA, and we shall see if they can continue that success as well. Thanks again, Antoine. Appreciate you, buddy. Antoine is the man. Good stuff, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the stream, guys. Like I said, Pistons getting down to crunch time here. A couple months away from the NBA playoffs. Definitely looking forward to it. And again, I just want the Pistons to stay healthy and no serious injuries, please. And anything is possible. And again, you know, we got this whole young group of guys who their first ever playoff experience was last year against a really good New York team. Went to game 6. Unfortunately, didn't work out for the Pistons. Now they have a whole year of playoff experience under their belt, and I think it's going to help them a ton come the next postseason and come April. All right. Good stuff. Okay, so we're going to put Antoine up here on the screen. Thanks again, Antoine. Appreciate you, buddy. Antoine is awesome. Going to put him up on the screen. Very good. Good deal. Thank you again, Antoine. Appreciate you, dude. Gonna get back from commercial break here. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the show. Cade Cunningham with a couple quick fouls here, so we'll kind of have to monitor that down the stretch, and we're gonna have some fun. All right, let's see here. We're gonna put Antoine up on the screen. There he is, right there. Perfect. Thanks again, Antoine. Appreciate you, buddy. You're the man, dude. Thank you, dude. All right, good stuff. Sweet beans. All right, Pistons basketball. Back the other way here. Jalen Duren at the top of the key, looking to set something up here for the Pistons down the stretch, working against Jarrett Allen at the top of the key here. Cavs with a couple substitutions. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key, working against the Cavs defense. Finds Duren inside here against Mobley. He puts up a right-handed shot. It's off the mark. It's going to be out of bounds, last touched by the Cavs. So the Pistons are going to get it back underneath here. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. What's going on, Hal? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Ron Holland also checks into the game here for the Pistons. So right now you got Tomlin, Porter Jr., Proctor, Schroeder, and Allen. Pistons have Duncan Robinson, Duren, Cade, Asar, and Ron Holland on the floor for the Pistons right now. Cade looking to inbound the pass here. Finds Duncan Robinson on the left corner. Looks like he has to get off a shot. Finds Duren with about a second left in the shot clock. They're not going to get it off. It's a shot clock violation for the Pistons, and the Cavaliers are going to get the basketball back here underneath, back the other way. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Cavaliers, top of the key here, finds Jarrett Allen upside here to Dennis Schroeder. Cross-court pass for 3 on the right corner. That is off the mark. That is Porter who shot that attempt. Back inside here to Ron Holland. Back the other way. It's going to be poked away, though, by the Cavaliers defense. Upside to Porter at the top of the key. Porter Jr. finds Allen. Right back to Porter, working against Cade Cunningham on the right wing. Drives inside here, outside to Proctor. Gives it off to Tomlin. Tomlin finding inside to Schroeder. Schroeder puts up a shot. He gets fouled, and Dennis Schroeder's going to go to the free throw line. Cavaliers 17, Pistons 15. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Pistons have the Orlando Magic coming up next on Sunday. And it's going to be an interesting stretch down to the wire here to see if the Pistons can retain the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Again, the Cavaliers, they made some additions as well. Cavaliers are actually the favorite to win the Eastern Conference. So that's something to monitor down the stretch. And again, I was hoping we would see Donovan Mitchell and James Harden tonight, but unfortunately they're both injured. So looking to get them back the next time we face them. This is the 3rd meeting, by the way, the Pistons and Cavaliers have met so far. It is tied 1 apiece so far in the series season so far. Schroeder knocks down both free throws. Cavaliers 19, Pistons 15. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key here finds Duncan Robinson working against Jarrett Allen. Tried to lob it up to Asar Thompson. A little bit of a miscommunication. It's stolen away, though, by the Cavs on the fast break here. Proctor looking to set up the offense here against Jalen Duren. Outside to Tomlin. Tomlin working baseline here. Left-handed hook shots off the mark. Allen with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Schroeder on the left wing against Cade Cunningham. He drives to his left. Left-handed layup is off the mark. Allen is there, though, for the putback slam. 21-15. Cavaliers up 6 over the Pistons. Ron Holland with the basketball on the left wing here. Looks like Karis LeVert's about to check in for the Pistons on the sidelines. Asar Thompson inside here, outside back to Cade Cunningham, working against Porter Jr. Inside to Asar Thompson, trying to fight off Tomlin. Puts up a right-handed shot, is no good, but Asar Thompson gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. What's going on, Fresh? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Always good to see you in the chat. I'm so tired of the other team hiding their all-star players. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Antoine. It's unfortunate, and especially I feel bad for the fans that actually go pay and watch the games because they're expecting to see star players come out and put on a performance. And it really questions are they really hurt? Could they have played? Is it load management? Are they thinking about the next game? There's a lot of different factors involved for their opponents. And the Thunder the other day, the Thunder had 4 key guys out. So it's just kind of frustrating, but try to get the job done here tonight. Asar Thompson misses both free throws. He does get the basketball back, though, off the rebound. Finds Ron Holland inside here. Left-handed layup is up and in. Good finish from Ron Holland. Back to a 4-point basketball game. 4:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Jarrett Allen at the top of the key here finds Dennis Schroeder on the right wing inside of Jarrett Allen. A little bit of a push hook shot. It falls for Jarrett Allen. 23-17 basketball game. 4:10 left to play in the first quarter. Karis LeVert checks in for the Pistons. Back outside to Paul Reed, who also checks into the game. Trying to get it down low to Cade Cunningham. Nice finish underneath here. It's going to be a bucket. Count the bucket and the foul for Cade Cunningham underneath. They're going to get a foul called on Porter Jr., and Cade's going to go to the free throw line. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Do you think Giannis will get traded to the Pistons? Probably not. Giannis is probably going to cost at least 3-4 first-round picks. And again, if you're the Pistons, you got Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham. I mean, obviously Giannis would be a giant help, but just the cost would be way too expensive. I'm just hoping he goes out west somewhere so we don't have to deal with him in the East. Cade knocks down the free throw. 3-point basketball game. Cavaliers get it back here. Porter Jr. upside to Thomas Bryant, who checks into the game for the Cavaliers, working against Paul Reed on the right wing here. Dishes it back out to Tyson. Back inside to Porter Jr. against Ron Holland, trying to put on a clinic. Goes inside here. Right-handed layup is good. Nice little shifty handle from Porter Jr. right there. It's a 5-point game. Cavaliers on the left wing here, working against Porter Jr. Cade with the basketball. Turnaround shot for Cade is good. What a tough shot from Cade. He was falling away. He had a defender in his face, fading towards the the Cavaliers bench. Knocks it down. Cavaliers working inside here. Back out to Tyson against Cade Cunningham on the right wing. Back out to Porter Jr. trying to find Tyson underneath here. He gets called for the shooting foul against Paul Reed, and Tyson is going to go to the free throw line. The Lakers, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because, like, the Lakers, they gave up a lot of assets to get Luka, so it's tough to say a fit for Giannis. Yeah, we'll see what happens. He probably gets traded this offseason, though. The funny thing, though, with Giannis is, like, the Bucks are sitting at the 11 seed right now, so if they do make the play-in tournament, if he gets back healthy, they might give it one last hurrah for Giannis before he gets traded in the offseason. So NBA should give out discounts to the amount of ticket sales in case the Stars don't play. I 100% agree with that, for sure. Yeah, if you go to a Pistons game or any team for that matter and their star players are missing, that's not the fans' fault. They were basically expecting to see a product and they didn't get the product as advertised, so they should definitely get compensated for that 100%. Cavaliers 26, Pistons 22. Cavs are in the bonus. Karis LeVert has it for the Detroit Pistons at the top of the key. Paul Reed sets the screen here, working against on the left side. Finds Dennis Jenkins, top of the key, against Proctor. Jenkins goes to his left. Left-handed layup is blocked. Inside here, have to put up a shot at the shot clock. It's off the mark, and Bryant gets a big block for the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers are up 4. They're going to get the basketball back. Kind of a little bit of a struggle in the first quarter here for the Pistons. We got about 2:48 left to play until we hit the end of the first quarter as I believe the Pistons take a timeout here. So we're going to see what they can get going back down on track here. What's going on, Wesley? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome to the party, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys knew. We got a commercial break timeout in action on a Friday night in the Motor City. Like I said, Pistons take on the Orlando Magic Sunday. I'll be doing that game as well, guys. I believe that's a 6 p.m. Eastern tip-off Sunday night basketball. Pistons take on the Magic. A very good, underrated Magic team. They've had their share of injuries, but Desmond Bane really starting to come into his own. Paolo Banchero, obviously, we know what he's about. Franz Wagner, I think, is sidelined for a bit due to an injury, so I don't know if he's going to be back or not. But yeah, Jalen Suggs, they got a lot of weapons over in Orlando. So Cavaliers take the timeout. My fault. So Cavaliers are in a timeout here. Each team using a timeout in the first quarter. Give you guys some scoring stats here. Right now, leading the way for the Pistons, you got Cade Cunningham. He's got 9 points, 2 boards, a couple assists. Does have 2 fouls, though, so kind of something to look out for down the stretch. Jalen Duren has 6 points. He's got a board, a block as well in this game. And then you got Holland with 2 points, Tobias with 3 as we're starting this first quarter. Jarrett Allen leading the way for the Cavaliers. He's got 10 points. He's perfect from the field so far. He's 4 for 4 with 4 boards as well. But yeah, cannot wait for the postseason. That's going to be freaking awesome. Super looking forward to that. And you never know. I mean, it's a best-of-7 series through and through. We're going to see who the Pistons get as their first-round matchup. It could be, a team that creeps up, like the Charlotte Hornets, maybe the Milwaukee Bucks, if they somehow put Giannis back out there when he gets fully healthy. Because the playoffs are a whole other animal. Everybody starts the record 0-0, and we've seen teams make a run. But you also have to remember, too, if you guys believe in the Phil Jackson rule, basically there's 4 teams this season that hit the 40 wins before the 20 losses mark, and the Pistons are one of those teams. I think it's Denver, OKC, and San Antonio are the other 3 that are along with the Pistons. So, and again, Eastern Conference. We're going to see what happens with the Boston Celtics. They might get Jason Tatum back. It's going to be really interesting to see how they monitor that situation because the last thing you want to do is put a lot of stress on Jason Tatum coming off that serious injury because you don't want to aggravate it even more and potentially make it worse. So Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, I think is playing at an MVP candidate type level this year. So Celtics are another team you kind of have to be worried about. So So we're coming back from commercial break. Cavaliers 26, Pistons 22. Like the live stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning in on a Friday night. Ready to rock and roll here. Cavaliers up 4 over the Pistons. Pistons and Cavaliers, along with the Spurs, very solid records ever since the start of the new year, January 1st. Tobias Harris intercepts the pass from Bryant. Kicks it across to Dennis Jenkins, left wide open for 3. They got it blocked underneath here, but Paul Reed is underneath for the rebound, puts it back up and in, back to a 2-point game. Cavaliers 26, Pistons 24. Cavaliers looking to push it back the other way here. Cavs working against the Pistons underneath to Thomas Bryant. He puts up a left-handed shot. It falls. Thomas Bryant on the board, 28-24 basketball game. Again, no James Harden, no Donovan Mitchell for the Cavaliers tonight. Something to monitor down the stretch and see if the Cavaliers bench can step up for them as well. Karis LeVert working against Proctor on the left wing here. Finds Tobias Harris underneath against Porter Jr. Baseline jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Tyson. Tyson in transition here, working against the Pistons defense. Upside to Porter Jr., working against Karis LeVert. Outside here, Porter with the basketball, drives to his right against Paul Reed. Finds a cutting Tomlin inside here for the layup. 30-24 basketball game. Cavs up by 6. Cavaliers' record is 37-23. Pistons are 43-14. So you got basically about 7, 8, 9 games apart from each other in terms of the win-loss record. 1:27 left to play here in the first quarter, guys. Cavaliers are in the bonus. Yeah, stoppage and play here. I believe they're going to get Proctor with a personal foul underneath. 1:27 left to go. Pistons looking to get back against the Cavaliers here. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Pistons with the basketball out of bounds. Dennis Jenkins on the left wing here finds Tobias Harris. Tobias trying to back down the Cavaliers. Tobias back outside to Ron Holland, left wide open for 3. He buries it. Ron Holland from the corner knocks it down, back to a 3-point game. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter here. Porter with the basketball against Ron Holland. Back outside here to Tyson. He puts up a 3. That falls for the Cavs. 33-27 basketball game. Under a minute left to play in the first quarter. Jenkins with the basketball against the Cavaliers defense. Puts up a mid-range J. It's off the mark. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. It's going to be Cavs basketball. Ron is getting a whole lot better as well. He's starting to come into his own. Again, a solid defender on this team. Duncan's struggling tonight so far. So we're going to see if he can get back when he comes back into the on the floor here for the Pistons. Cavaliers find Bryant at the top of the key here, back outside to Porter. Porter looking to lob it home to Bryant. They're going to call a late foul, though, against Ron Holland. So Thomas Bryant's going to go to the free throw line. 33-27 basketball game. Cavs up by 6 as we are approaching the final 30 seconds. What's going on, Hashman? Thomas Bryant knocks down the first free throw for Cleveland, 34-27. Duncan Robinson checking into the game here for Ron Holland. Both teams are in the bonus before we hit the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Pistons, obviously the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. It was kind of, a giant test this week for the Pistons. You started off with a really good San Antonio team. You lost to them. You were hoping to get the star-studded OKC team. Basically, half their team was injured. You took them down, though. Now you got kind of a half-injured team in the Cavaliers tonight. So, Thomas Bryant knocks down both free throws. Pistons down by 8. 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dennis Jenkins at the top of the key working against Porter Jr. Looking to set up the offense here. About a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Paul Reed sets the screen for Jenkins. He rolls off it to his right. Finds Duncan Robinson. Back out to Karis LeVert. Kicks it across to Duncan. Wide open for 3. Off the mark. Boarded by Thomas Bryant. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Mobley with the basketball. 3 seconds. Has to get a shot off here. Finds a cutting teammate underneath. It's going to be off the mark, though. And the Pistons are going to be going to the second quarter down 8. Cleveland 35. Pistons 27. What's going on, Skywalker? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Going to a commercial break. Again, Pistons, like I said earlier in the broadcast, they've been kind of sluggish last couple games to start the first quarter. They seem to kind of turn around the second quarter here. And like I said, if the Cavs are going to win this game, Merrill's going to have to step up big from the three-point line. Mobley and Jarrett Allen have to do their work down low. But Mobley getting him back, missing the last couple games for an injury, that's a big get back for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Feel a big run coming back in for the second quarter, for sure. Give you guys some stats here as we wait until the second quarter begins. Pistons down by 8 over the Cavaliers. Right now, Cavaliers are shooting 67% from the three-point line. That's pretty good. They're 4 of 6. Pistons, 50%. They've only shot 4 times, though, 2 of 4. Ron Holland and Tobias both have the made threes tonight for the Pistons. Again, free throws, turnovers, that's going to be a little bit interesting to see if the Pistons can improve from that, especially in late game time situations where you just got to hold on to the basketball and get a good shot off. A lot of times, Pistons seem to be kind of forcing shots down the stretch, and it's a matter of also when you're up 2-3 points with like 5 seconds left, can you knock down free throws to seal the game or not? And the Pistons have struggled as of late to do that. So I'm going to kind of monitor here. Cavaliers 35, Pistons 27. Again, huge shout to Antoine for the $10 super chat earlier in the stream. Antoine is fantastic. By the way, guys, also we do have memberships. If you guys want to help support the streams, we got custom emotes and loyalty badges. We actually just added Duncan Robinson the other day, so those are the emotes. If you guys are interested, it's in the description of the live stream. It's also in the chat as well. Good stuff, man. But yeah, time will tell. I'm hoping we get out of the first round, right? But it's never a guarantee. The 1-8 matchup can sometimes be a trap. The Heat did it a couple years ago. They made it all the way to the finals as an 8 seed. The Heat are one of those teams where if they creep in as the 8 seed against the Pistons, that's going to be a really good series. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, stay healthy, and we'll see if we can put together a good postseason run. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, let me know in the chat. Start of the second quarter about to begin. Looks like Cade Cunningham is back out on the floor for the Pistons. Cade, Paul Reed, Ron Holland, Javonte Green checks into the game along with Karis LeVert. Cavaliers, Mobley, Merrill, Bryant, Porter Jr., and Proctor on the floor for the Cavs. Pistons down by 8. Looking to get back on the right track here. 35-27 basketball game. Pistons looking to fight off against the Cleveland Cavaliers here. Cavs with the basketball. Top of the key. Yeah, Philly and Charlotte, another couple good teams that could be a problem for the Pistons. We shall see. Merrill puts up a 3 on the left wing. That's off the mark. They're going to call a foul, though, against Karis LeVert in the act of shooting against Merrill. So that's going to be 3 free throws from Merrill at the free throw line. Cavs 35, Pistons 27. Merrill is going to go to the free throw line. Knocks down the first free throw. 36-27 basketball game. Merrill, second free throw on the way here is up and in. Another thing the Pistons have kind of struggled at as well is closing in on the three-point shooter. A lot of times where when you saw it happen with like Jamal Murray against the Denver Nuggets a couple weeks ago, where he got like 2 chances at the free throw line for 3 free throws. Merrill knocks down all three free throws. Say that 10 times fast. 38-27 basketball game. Karis LeVert, top of the key here, working against Proctor. Outside to Paul Reed against Thomas Bryant. Cade Cunningham gets it, working against Porter Jr. on the left wing here. Cade Cunningham, step back three for Cade, is off the mark, boarded by Bryant. Upside here for Porter Jr., looking to find Mobley on the left wing against Cade Cunningham. 11:15 left to play in the first half. Porter Jr. gets it, kicks it across to Thomas Bryant. He puts up a three that's off the mark. It's going to be boarded by Cade. Cade in transition here, looking to get a bucket here for the Pistons. Cade outside to Javonte Green. Back out to Cade. Looks like Paul Reed's helping him out for a screen. Cade rolls off it. Stops on a dime, puts up a three. That shot is off the mark. Cavs with the rebound. Cavs are on an 8-0 run here. Bryant working underneath here against Cade Cunningham. Shot is off the mark. Cade gets the board. Cade in transition here for the Pistons offense. Back out to Ron Holland. Holland drives to the paint, kicks it across to Javonte Green. He puts up a three. That's way off the mark. Airballs it. Paul Reed, though, steals it away from the Cavs. Paul Reed looking to get it to Karis LeVert. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Back out to Paul Reed. Wide open, left for three. That is off the mark. It's going to be last touched by Merrill. It's going to stay here with the Pistons. So a couple offensive rebounds for the Pistons. 38-27 basketball game. Pistons down by 11, looking to cut it down to single digits with hopefully a made basket here. Javonte Green finds Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Paul Reed sets the screen. Cade rolls off. It goes to his right. Inside here, kicks it back out to Ron Holland, left wide open for three. Airballs it. Cade gets the rebound, though. Cade has his shot blocked. Kicks it across out to Karis LeVert. They're going to call a shot clock violation, though, on the Pistons. So good defense down below from Evan Mobley. That's the 6th turnover by the Pistons so far in this first half. 10:08 left to play here in the first half. Cavs with the basketball, back out to Merrill. Mobley sets the screen, working inside here, throws it down over Cade Cunningham with authority. What a monster jam from Evan Mobley. Cavs take a 13-point lead here over the Pistons. Cade with the basketball on the left wing here, drives to his right, puts up a floater. It is no good, but Paul Reed is there to slam it home. 40-29 basketball game. Cavs have it stolen away by Paul Reed. Upside to Cade Cunningham. It's a 4-on-2. Cade finds Ron Holland underneath. Ron Holland can't catch it. It's off his hip, and it's a turnover for the Pistons. Yeah, an opportunity right there set up from Paul Reed off the steal, and Ron Holland can't catch the pass from Cade. They're re-showing that monster dunk from Evan Mobley. It was over Cade. 40-29 basketball game. Mobley has 7 points, a couple blocks for the Cavs so far. Merrill has it for the Cleveland Cavaliers, working against Karis LeVert on the left wing here. Upside to Porter Jr. Porter with the basketball. Going to stay here with the Cavs, both out of bounds by the Pistons. 9:12 left to play in the first half here. Cavs off the inbound pass. Finds Mobley, top of the key here. Mobley with the basketball. Looking to put up a three at the shot clock expires. Good defense from Javonte Green. So a turnover from the Cavs. Pistons get it back. Pistons down 11. 9:04 left to play in the first half. Jalen Duren finds Cade Cunningham at the top of the key, working against Porter Jr. Cade with the basketball finds Ron Holland, looking to set something up here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren checks back into the game for the Pistons. Backdoor find to Cade Cunningham for the slam. Usually Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham are working opposite of each other, where Cade's going to assist Duren down below. Duren found Cade for a backdoor cut, and the Cavs take their second timeout of this game. Pistons cut it back down to 9. 40-31 basketball game. Cavaliers in a timeout. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here, guys. Like and subscribe. It is free. It also helps out the streams moving forward as well. Pistons up next have The Orlando Magic coming up on Sunday. Shout out to the Cavs fans tuning in, Pistons fans. Let me know who's here in the chat. They need to start going to JD and let him dominate down low. Yeah, they were doing that all game long against the Thunder a couple days ago. I think him and Cade both had like 26 or 29 points in that game. So love to see it. Jalen Duren, he's been an absolute menace. I mean, a couple years ago, he had a little bit of a question mark on defense, but he's really upped his defense, especially his interior post game down below with Cade. Him and Cade on that lob threat connection down low has been unstoppable so far. Pistons need to find a way to get Sasser more minutes. What's going on, Frank? What's up, Super Morty, man? How you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Welcome to the party, guys. 40-31 basketball game. Pistons down by 9 with about 8:47 left to play until we hit halftime. Maybe might see some Kevin Huerter in this game. Got a little bit of playing time on Wednesday. Pistons down by 9. Next game, for the Cavs and Pistons is March 3rd, which is actually the return of Isaiah Stewart. That's going to be this Tuesday, right? Yeah. Well, I can't believe it's already end of February. That's crazy. Where's the microwave when you need him? Benny Johnson. Excuse me, guys. Water went down the wrong way. So the Pistons signed Chris Middleton. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to get him back. It depends on the buyout situation with Chris Middleton. Funny thing is, he actually got drafted by the Pistons to start his career. Then he worked, obviously, to the Bucks, won a championship with Giannis. It'd be cool. It's just, it seems like JB Bickerstaff has a very particular way of inserting players into this lineup, starters and off the bench. You saw it with like Kevin Huerter. Like Huerter hasn't really played a lot of minutes, and I think it just could be more of getting used to the flow of how the Pistons run their offense and transition. See, I wouldn't mind it, but again, you'd have to, either send somebody down to the G League or, to make the roster size fit. What's up, Frank? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in, Frank. Frank is the man. Back from commercial break. Cavs 40, Pistons 31. Pistons looking to go on a little bit of a run here as we hit about 8 minutes left to play in the first half. Pistons are a second half team anyways. As long as they keep it relatively close in the second half, we'll be fine. Yeah, I agree for sure. It's a team of runs. And if you can find that rhythm down the stretch, we'll be just fine. Cavs are a good team, though. Jared Allen throws it away, stolen away by the Pistons. Cade Cunningham back up to the full court here, working against Dennis Schroeder. Cade over Schroeder, mid-range jump shot is good. Cavaliers 40, Pistons 33. Cade cuts it back down to 7. Cade's got 13.6 boards. Tyson has it for the Cavaliers, working inside here against Jalen Duren. Back out to Schroeder. Schroeder working against Ron Holland. Puts up a floater. That's off the mark, bordered by Cade. Here come the Pistons in transition. Cade with the basketball, working against Schroeder. Looking to find it down low to Jalen Duren. Duren working against Mobley. Left-handed layup is good. Count the bucket and the foul for JD down below. Can't stop him. You can try to play defense, but Jalen Duren's going to get his way in the paint, and he's going to be going to the free throw line to get the three-point play. Jalen Duren, man, he's going to get a nice contract this offseason. 40-35 basketball game. Duren's got 8 points, looking for number 9 at the free throw line. It falls for Jalen Duren, back to a 4-point game. 7:54 left to play here in the first half. Cavs get the basketball back here. Merrill stops in a dime, puts up a 3. Shot is off. They're going to call a foul, though, before the shot on Karis LeVert. So the Cavs get it out of bounds here. Mobley's too light for JD down below. Cavs up by 4. Looking to add more to the fire here. Pistons on a 9-0 run. Tyson kicks it across to Merrill. He puts up a 3. That's off the mark. Good defense from Ron Holland there. Karis LeVert in transition here. Backs out. Gives it off to Jalen Duren. Finds Ron Holland. Cross courts it to Karis LeVert. Working inside to Cade Cunningham. Cade, turnaround shot for Cade. On the baseline is up and in. Pistons on an 11-0 run here. Dennis Schroeder working against Ron Holland at the top of the key here. 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Schroeder back out to Jarrett Allen. Finds Merrill on the left wing here. Merrill goes all the way to the hole for the nice, easy layup. 42-38 basketball game. Karis LeVert against Schroeder on the right baseline. Try to get to Jalen Duren. Throws it away here. Back up to Tyson. Tyson looking to drive all the way to the rim. Gets it to fall. Stops the deficit. 44-38 basketball game. Ron Holland on the left wing here. Throws it away. Stolen away by the Cavs. In transition for Tyson. Tyson looking to get it to Merrill. Merrill pulls up from 3. That is off the mark. It is going to be last touched by the Pistons, and the Cavs are going to get it underneath the basket. Been seeing Lakers news about them trying to get Jalen Duren. It's just not going to happen. They're going to definitely make offers for Duren, but the Pistons are just going to match every single offer that any team faces. They're not letting go of JD. 6:34 left to play in the first half. Cavs find Jarrett Allen on the left wing here. Crazy thing is, Jalen Duren's only 22. He's got a whole decade left, at least, in his prime. Pistons steal it away here. Upside to Cade Cunningham. Cade in transition. Finds Javonte Green. Left wide open for 3. That's off the mark. It's going to be boarded by Javonte Green. He puts up another 3. That's off the mark. Asar gets the rebound. Back out to Duncan. He tries a 3. That's no good. Duren gets the rebound. He puts up a shot. That's off the mark. Pistons get another offensive rebound. Asar finds JD underneath here. Jalen Duren puts up a shot. He's going to get fouled by Jarrett Allen, and JD's going to go to the free throw line. Not 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive rebounds for the Pistons right there. Way to fight with it. Duren's going to go to the free throw line. That was kind of crazy. Shot 1 doesn't fall. How about 3 threes attempts? Nope. Jalen Duren goes up. He misses it, gets his own board, and he's going to the free throw line. JD knocks down the first free throw. Lakers are slipping away in the standings. Yeah, they're going to be in the West, probably maybe the 7, 8 seed, 6 seed. We'll see what happens with LeBron and Luka. Wonder how long LeBron's going to play till. He might have a one last hurrah with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He might retire as a Cav. We'll see what happens with that. JD knocks down both free throws. 44-40 basketball game. 5:55 left to play here in the first half. Jarrett Allen, top of the key here, looking to direct traffic. Finds Merrill working against Duncan Robinson. Back out to Tyson, working against Cade on the left wing. Drives baseline, puts up a floater. That's off the mark, boarded by Javonte Green. Cade in transition, working against Merrill. Cade finds Javonte Green underneath here. Left-handed layup is good. Back to a 2-point game. Cavs 44, Pistons 42. 5:30 left to play in the first half. Schroeder has it, working against the Pistons. Stolen away by the Pistons. Upside here to Cade Cunningham in transition. Cade looking to get it to Duncan Robinson. He throws it out of bounds, though. A little bit too fast for Cade Cunningham there. He was trying to do a no-look pass to Duncan. And it's going to be a turnover from the Pistons, so the Cavs are going to get it back here. 5:21 left to play in the first half. Tobias Harris checks into the game for Javonte Green. LeBron goes back to the Cavs. Yeah, I could see that happening as well. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? Good to see you. Sorry, I missed your comment. 5:21 left to play in the first half. Jalen Duren looking to check in here for the Pistons. Pistons are awake. Jalen Duren getting attended to on the sideline. Looked like he banged up his elbow a little bit. Hopefully JD's all right. Nothing crazy, I don't think. But yeah, looking forward to getting Beef Stew back. He's going to get back probably Tuesday against the Cavs. That's going to be on the road. So that should be a good game. 5:21 left to play in the first half here. Pistons down by 2. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the stream. Looking to possibly take the lead here before the halftime break starts. 5:15 left to play in the first half. Schroeder with the basketball working against Dance Jenkins. Drives to his left, inside to Jarrett Allen. Misses the dunk, boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren in transition finds Dance Jenkins on the right wing here. Jenkins finds Duncan Robinson. Comes off the screen. Finds Asar Thompson inside here. No look pass to Tobias Harris down below for the layup. And we have a tie basketball game. 4:50 left to play in the first half here. Schroeder with the basketball for the Cavs on the left wing against Dance Jenkins. Jarrett Allen sets the screen here. Schroeder rolls off it. Finds Merrill. Back to Schroeder. Top of the key against Duncan Robinson. Allen sets the screen again for Schroeder. He rolls off it again. Goes to his left. Finds Tyson for the right wing for 3. That's off the mark. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Finds Dance Jenkins in transition. Jenkins with the basketball. Finds Duncan Robinson. JD sets the screen. Duncan gets it. Outside Tobias Harris. Tobias looking to go at the Cavs defense. Puts up a shot. Off the mark. He complained. He thought he should have gotten a foul. Cavs back in transition here. Go all the way to the bucket. Blocked by JD. Cavs get the rebound. Outside to Merrill. He thought about a 3. Finds Jarrett Allen. Allen gets fouled by Dance Jenkins. 44-44. Good block by Jalen Duren underneath there. Pistons, couple substitutions here. Tobias, Duncan, Asar, Paul Reed, Dance Jenkins on the floor for the Pistons. Cavs have Allen, Mobley, Schroeder, Tyson, and Porter Jr. 4:04 left to play in the first half. Porter Jr., top of the key, working against Asar Thompson, goes to his right, switches back off to Paul Reed, outside to Evan Mobley. He tries a 3 over Tobias. He buries it. 47-44 Cavs. 3:50 left to play in the first half. Tobias Harris on the left wing, working against the Cleveland Cavaliers, finds Duncan Robinson, working against Porter Jr., off to Asar Thompson, finds Paul Reed looking to set things up. Duncan comes off the screen. He puts up a 3. That's off the mark. Boarded by the Cavs. Duncan having a tough shooting night tonight. Schroeder finds Allen underneath here. He puts up a layup that's off the mark. It's going to be a foul called against Duncan Robinson, and Jarrett Allen's going to go to the free throw line. 3:28 left to play in the first half. Oh, now they're going to call just a foul on the floor. It looked like it was in the act of shooting, so the Cavs get it back on the out of bounds. Cavs find Jarrett Allen working against Paul Reed. To Dennis Schroeder. Kicks it across to Mobley. He tries a 3. That's off the mark. Boarded by Allen underneath. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Dance Jenkins. Or Paul Reed. Paul Reed's going to get called for the foul. 47-44 basketball game. Jalen Duren checks back in for Dance Jenkins. Cade comes back in for Paul Reed. Jarrett Allen at the free throw line knocks down the first free throw. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. I'm sorry. Allen misses the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. After the substitutions. 3:21 left to play in the first half. Cavs 48, Pistons 44. Duncan Robinson will hopefully be an all-star. That'd be great. I mean, we signed him to a 3-year deal. So, I mean, if he continues to be like a 13, 14 points a game scorer, you know, he shoots about 35% from the three-point line, I think we'll take that. Cade on the left wing here working against Tyson. Upside to Jalen Duren. Feeds it back to Cade. Cade mid-range jump shot is off the mark. Boarded by Tyson. In transition, Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder working against Duncan Robinson. He puts up a 3 of his own. Blocked by Duncan Robinson. Good defense from Duncan. Upside to Cade. Finds Tobias Harris. To Asar Thompson. Reverse layup is up and in. Back to a 2-point game. Cavs back the other way here. Top of the key here. Puts up a 3. That's off the mark. In and out. Asar Thompson with the basketball with the rebound. In transition. Asar working against Evan Mobley. Asar finds Tobias Harris against Porter Jr. Mismatch galore there. Tobias goes inside, finds Cade Cunningham, top of the key. Cade with the basketball, working inside here, drives to his left. Layup is good. Tough shot for Cade Cunningham. Had to switch arms in air. He went to his left, crosses back to his right. Cade's got 17 points in the first half. Schroeder drives inside here, kicks it back out to Porter, wide open for three. Off the mark, boarded by Jarrett Allen. Allen working inside here down below. Right-handed hook shot is good for Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen might be one of the most underrated bigs in the East. He just gives you solid production every night. He's so hard to guard down there. 50-48, Duncan Robinson with the basketball, drives inside, finds Asar Thompson backdoor. Left-handed layup is up and in. 50s all. 1:44 left to play in the first half. Cavs with the basketball, back out to Evan Mobley. Mobley with the basketball, working inside here against Tobias Harris. Mobley thought about a three, kicks it across to Dennis Schroeder, working against Asar Thompson, switches back off to Duncan. Dennis Schroeder with the basketball, drives inside here, 2 seconds on the shot clock, puts up a mid-range floater, it falls. 1:20 left to play in the first half here. Kenny coming in with the super chat. Thank you so much, Kenny. 1:10 left to play in the first half here. Cade with the basketball, working against Tyson. Cade switches back off, finds Tobias Harris. Tobias puts up a three. That's off the mark. Nearly boarded by Duren. It's upside here to the Cavs. Schroeder in transition. They're going to call a foul away from the basketball against Asar Thompson. So I think Schroeder's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, Asar gets called for the foul. And I believe Dennis Schroeder's going to shoot some free throws because they are in the bonus. Pistons are going to take a timeout here. Thanks again, Kenny. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Kenny. My question for you, are we as fans overlooking the Cavs when we talk about East? It's Pistons, Knicks, and Celtics. Keep the amazing work. Thanks again, Kenny. Appreciate you, buddy. I'll put you up on the screen here. I think so. I think the Cavaliers, they're actually the favorite right now to win the Eastern Conference on a lot of sports books right now because of James Harden with the addition of him. I think Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, that's a really, really good big combo you got underneath. And you got Mitchell running the show with James Harden. And you got like one of the best three-point shooters in Merrill who can knock down buckets left and right. So I think the Cavs can definitely make the Eastern Conference Finals this year, 1,000%, when they're all healthy for sure. Thanks again, Kenny. Appreciate you, dude. Let me see if I remember how to do this. There we go. Nice. Perfect. I'll put you alongside Antoine. Thank you guys so much. All right, we're in a commercial break right now, guys. Just under a minute left to play in the first half here. Good to go. Perfect. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate ya. 52-50 basketball game. Pistons are in a timeout, so we get a commercial break. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. Appreciate you stopping. We need Beef Stew back as soon as possible. 100%. We're going to get him against the Cavs on the road Tuesday. Unfortunately, I won't be here for that game, but I'll be doing a short report. In case you guys don't know, if I'm not here to do the play-by-play streams, I do Pistons reaction shorts, like a quick minute or less recap of what happened in a short-form video. And then start of the playoffs, I'm not missing a single playoff game. So if it falls on Mondays and Tuesdays, we'll be here. So I actually told my bowling people, I'm like, yeah, Pistons play on a Monday or Tuesday. I'm not going to be here. So big shout again to all the members on the YouTube channel as well, guys. Like I said, if you guys are interested, you want to help support the streams, you guys get the cool emotes and loyalty badges next to your names. It's also in the description of the show. But you guys just being here, enjoying yourselves, chatting with other Pistons fans. Shout again to the Cavs fans tuning in. If we have any Cavs fans listening, just be respectful and enjoy the game. Get the party stuff. I should have you know what I'm gonna do? I should get. I have like a suit. I should wear a suit for like the playoff games, like all professional. I should get like a headset. That'd be funny. I think I might change the backdrop too when it comes to we get to the playoffs. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I'm working on like a It's like a minute-long Pistons hype playoff video, but it's going to be like all my best calls throughout the season. I want to call a Pistons game-winning buzzer beater shot. It hasn't happened yet. I've always wanted to do that. So hopefully we can get one of those this year. And it might come in the playoffs, which would be 10 times more epic. So we shall see. Back from commercial break, though. A minute left to play in the first half. Schroeder's at the free throw line. He knocks down the first free throw. 53-50 Cavs, up by 3. Schroeder back at the free throw line. I like Dennis Schroeder a lot. He gave us really quality minutes in the playoffs last year. Again, he's joking with this is his former team he played with, so he knows a lot of these guys. Schroeder's been on like 12 different teams throughout his career. It's crazy. 55 seconds left to play in the first half here. Dennis Jenkins with the basketball. Looking to set up the offense here. Cade Cunningham on the right wing. Duran sets the screen. Cade rolls off it. Cross-court pass to Jenkins. Finds Tobias Harris. He drives in the paint. Back out to Jenkins. Jenkins goes to his left. Stops on a dime. Mid-range J. Is off the mark. Got a stupid hiccups again. Mobley with the basketball in transition here against Jalen Duran. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Goes to his right. Mobley working inside here, outside to Schroeder. Schroeder thought about a 3. Goes inside here. Right-handed layup is off the mark. It's going to be boarded by Cade. 20 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it back out to Duncan Robinson. Left wide open for 3. That's off the mark. Duncan's really struggling tonight. Cavs with the rebound. 10 seconds left in the first half. Pistons have not made a shot from the three-point line this quarter. They're 0 for 11. Combined for both teams, they are 1 for 21. There's only been one three-point shot made this entire second quarter. Pistons turn it over. Cavs get it back. There's 3 seconds left in the first half. I'm sorry, Pistons get it back. Cade with the basketball working inside here. Jacks up a 3. He's trying to draw the foul. It's not going to happen, though. They're going to call a foul before the shot. So there's 2 seconds left in the first half. Pistons down by 4. Looking to maybe get a clean look here before the end of the first half. Cavaliers 54, Pistons 50. 2 seconds left. Dennis Jenkins inbounds the pass here to Duncan Robinson. He has to jack up a 3 at the buzzer. That's off the mark. Duncan was complaining he should have gotten a foul call. It's another missed 3 for the Pistons. They're going to the halftime break down 4. What's up, Beatty? How you doing? Good to see you. Kenny Atkinson. Yeah, he's a good coach for Cleveland. Yeah, Cavs, like, it's weird. JB Bickerstaff, former Cav coach, went to the Pistons, and then you got the Nets, who Atkinson was the former coach. He goes to the Cavs. Both good coaches. So that was 1 for 22 from the three-point line in the second quarter. That is abysmal for both teams. Pistons are 2 for 16 from the three-point line in this first half. Not ideal there at all. Leading scorers, you got Cade with 17, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Duran's got 11 points, 5 boards, and assist. What's up, Garden? Who's your favorite Pistons big man duo? Lambeer, Rodman, Big Ben Shee, JD Beef Stew. Wow. That's such a good question. Man, that's a good question. I think you got to go with Lambeer and Rodman, right? Like 2 championships together, like the bad boys. Like they were just unstoppable. I'd probably say Lambeer and Rodman. I mean, those guys you did not want to mess with in the 80s. I mean, JD and Beef Stew are very close, though. Like, seeing them just have each other's backs, especially what happened in Charlotte, I think that's a second close call. But that's just kind of because it's current. I mean, all of them are great. I mean, even Rasheed Wallace, you know, because we have him for a limited amount of years because we got him at the trade deadline. But he gave us a championship with Ben Wallace, Hall of Famer Ben Wallace. So that's really tough. I'd probably say though Lambeer and Rodman. That's a good question. Yeah, bad boys are hard to top for sure. Happy Herder played 8 minutes the other night. We need him off the bench. Yeah, and it's more of like, I think it's a fit. I think it's more of like, again, JB Bickerstaff is very particular in who he plays on his rotations. Herter, he's trying to get him more acclimated into the offense, and I think Karis LeVert kind of steals his spotlight, as that shooting guard spot. So he and him kind of exchange minutes here and there, but they're playing LeVert more. What's up, chaps? How you doing? Let's go Pistons. Good to see ya. So we're in a halftime break here, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. We're going to hang out here until we get back from the halftime break. Actually, give me a good opportunity to charge my phone. That is a good idea as we chill here for a bit. But yeah, it's you got a little bit of everything. Like the Pistons, they've got defense. They have a superstar in Cade Cunningham. The only fear that I have is three-point shooting. We're not a really good three-point shooting team. It starts with Duncan Robinson. He's the guy that carries all the momentum for the starters and off the bench for the bench unit. He's 1 for 6 from the field. He's 0 for 5 from the three-point line. He might, pick it up in the second half, and he did that against the Thunder the other day. But again, if you run into a team like, the Cavs, where they can knock down threes left and right with Harden, Mitchell, and Merrill all on the floor, they go on a crazy run. That's going to be tough to match. The playoffs are all about mashing each other's possessions back and forth. If they outscore you and they shoot 3, 4, 5 threes in a row, that's tough to come back from. But, Jenkins, again, starting to slowly decline a little bit, but he hasn't really played a lot of minutes because the Pistons have been in kind of close games ever since he got that contract extension. We paid him that two-year deal. So we'll see. I like to get more of that spark that Jenkins had when the Pistons starters were down. Paul Reed's been excellent. I love B-ball Paul Reed a lot. We're going to get Beef Stew back. Another guy that can give you a bucket down low, can give you some solid defense. If Mobley and Jared Allen are out there, I say play Paul Reed at the same time. Oh, yeah, Paul Reed and Jalen Duren. Yeah, sometimes J.D. Bickerstaff will do that. He'll throw out, like, Paul Reed, Jalen Duren, Isaiah Stewart, and Jalen Duren. I like, Cade Cunningham. I like Duren and Stewart both on the floor with Cade. And then you got, like, a shooter out there, too, with, like, either Kevin Herter or Karis LeVert, Duncan Robinson, and then possibly Tobias Harris. We don't really have a backup stretch 4 that can be consistent. Asar's kind of, like, in between a 3 and a 4, where he doesn't really have a consistent jump shot quite as good as Tobias's is. And we're hoping to maybe find that in the draft this year. I don't think people realize how big of a deal moving up 6, 7, 8 spots in the draft is, because we were projected to probably be around the 27th, 28th pick. We're going to be up near the 21st or 20th pick, depending on what the Timberwolves do. So that was a big get back, because this draft class is loaded, and we could potentially get a very, very solid wing player in this draft. Did Cade get a dunk? I don't believe so. Not in this game. What's up, Weeping? Cade could just shoot more three-point attempts. Yeah, he could. I think it's more like spacing is a big deal, too, because when defenses game plan, and the only fear in, what analysts are saying is, like, their primary focus is going to be Cade, right? When you get to the playoffs in a best-of-7 situation, number one victim is Cade Cunningham. They're going to have guys swarming him all game long. The Spurs did that the other day. They had a great game plan for Cade. Cade really struggled. He had one of his worst shooting performances all season long, which, again, it happens. They're human. But, again, if you don't have that second primary scorer to go with Cade in the playoffs in a best-of-7 series, it could be a factor. Jalen Duren's been great. But again, he kind of has to thrive through Cade in that offense, or somebody leading the show to get him some looks down low. Tobias can occasionally, step up and make some big-time shots, but Again, a lot of people were asking, MPJ, if he's a 20, 25 points a game scorer. I think it's more so, again, the culture and the fit that helps Cade out, that doesn't take away from his game, but a guy that can complement him perfectly to where it's kind of still Cade's team, but we still are looking for a number two guy to control the offense, even if Cade is on the floor or off the floor. So, but yeah, Cade can definitely take more threes if he wants. Didn't he shoot he took 40 to 50 shots against the Wizards, a couple months ago. Remember that game where it went into overtime? Jenkins hit that corner three. He took 40 to 50 shots. It's tough to say who that player is. Again, you could look at free agency, maybe, target somebody over there, or again, the draft. I'm really curious to see what Trajan Lang's going to do this draft. He could even move up. Who knows? So we'll see. But yeah, Dennis Jenkins has been in a slump. He'll get his groove back. Prayers to Jaden Ivey. Hopefully it works out with him in Chicago. Again, it's just all about fit and just didn't really work out that well. But yeah, we got Duncan to a 3-year deal. Tobias is last year on his deal. So do you give Tobias another 2-year contract, a 3-year deal? He's what, 34, 33, 34 years old. So he can still knock down shots. And he's not going to cost the thing that people are like, Tobias, I think, remember, if you guys remember when Trajan Langdon got here, his first move, he went out and he got Tobias Harris. And look what happened to Cade's game. It opened up the space and the floor tremendously for Cade to thrive in because we actually had a stretch four that could knock down shots from outside the three-point line, inside it. He could post up. He can score underneath. He got a lot of scrutiny when he was with the 76ers. But again, he'd be a guy that you need. It's hard. The hardest position to draft is a stretch four. If you can find them, great, but they're not easy to come by, especially good ones. So Malik Beasley cleared in the offseason. I don't think we're going to get Malik Beasley back. As much as I would like to have him back, I mean, he was a huge, ginormous piece of our team last year. A guy that could knock down shots, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA last year. But that whole thing is still going on, and it's just kind of a mess. But yeah, we're having faith in Duncan Robinson. We paid him a 3-year deal. He's very inconsistent. I like Duncan Robinson a lot. The problem is, though, is he's been a very on and off type player where he'll have a game where he'll score 20 points and he'll make 6 threes, and then he'll have a game where he'll shoot 3 of 15, So it's tough to say. But I think we're in a good spot. The Pistons are in a perfect spot to where they can definitely compete for a deep playoff run, and they're not really at much pressure either, because compared to teams like the Magic and the Knicks and the Celtics, the Pistons have a lot of time still to figure it out. We are way ahead of schedule. We lost 28 games in a row 2 years ago. So I think we'll be fine. Andreas, is that how you say it? Andreas from South Africa. Thank you for watching, dude. Appreciate you stopping in. I think the Pistons will run away in the second half. Spurs had a giant in the middle. Yeah, Wemby's just unstoppable. He's probably the hardest guy to defend in the NBA because he can shoot anywhere on the floor and he's 7'4". It's just impossible to defend Wemby. Magic is going to be interesting. If we could potentially face, I think it's going to be the Magic or the Hornets. The Hornets would be a really, really good first-round matchup for the Pistons, especially with that whole thing that happened in Charlotte a couple weeks ago. It is a tough team out for best of 7 because I think JB Bickerstaff understands that he does have playoff experience, being a part of a coaching staff. He's understanding his team where when he first got here, he's trying to figure out, who works in what situation best down the stretch. I think he has some weird beef with Asar Thompson, though. Sometimes he'll put out, Karis LeVert instead of like Asar in like a critical 3-4 minute stretch in the fourth quarter where it's like, why is Asar Thompson our best defender not in the game right now? But yeah, I think we'll be fine. If we can nail this first rounder this year, we are in very good shape. And I'm curious to see what Trajan Langdon does. Because this is a pretty stacked draft class. Endure the physicality. Yeah, 100%. Our defense is going to take us far, right? Our bread and butter is our defense. We're not like the flashiest team in the world, but we've been one of the best defensive teams all season long. You know, and we're in the Eastern Conference. We're like Sixers with we haven't seen Embiid yet healthy against the Pistons. Neither have we seen Jason Tatum for the Celtics. I don't know if he's going to come back or not. But the Pistons and Celtics have had 3 really good matchups this year so far. Celtics are a team that I think the Pistons could get in like the second or third round. You know, so we gotta take it one game at a time, and there's still a lot of time beforehand. We just gotta freaking please be healthy. But yeah, Asar Thompson, like we already know what an elite defender he is. If he can add a consistent jump shot and average like 10 to 12 points a game, that would help Cade out a lot. But yeah, it's kind of Cade and Duren's team. And then if they're struggling, sometimes Tobias or Asar can step up. But we're, again, like I said, we really don't have anything to lose because we were never expected to be in this good of a position this year. So, yeah, we're down 4. Again, Mobley and Allen are legit. Like, they're going to give us problems the rest of this game, and I fully expect that. So we'll see what happens down the stretch here. We're getting a start of the third quarter, though, guys. Appreciate you guys will tune into the stream. Everybody freaking rules. Back to the third quarter. Okay. When will Herter get some decent minutes? That's a great question. I'm asking that myself. You were asking what Jalen Duren's worth also. Duren's probably... It's going to be interesting to see if we give Duren a 3-year or a 4-year deal. Bam Adebayo is the guy that we're kind of comparing him to, and I hope it's a 4-year deal because it'd be a little bit cheaper, I think you can get Duren at. But he's going to be, $150 to $200 million is going to be his contract. And he's 100% worth it. He's arguably the best big in the Eastern Conference, aside from, like, Embiid when he's healthy. But he's definitely on his way. First-time All-Star. I mean, I think him, Bam, Duren, those are like your 3 best bigs in the Eastern Conference right now, along with like Mobley. I think Mobley's up there as well too. 54-50 basketball game. Start of the third quarter. Weeping becoming a member. Thank you so much, Weeping. Appreciate you, buddy. My man. Welcome to the roster. Weeping, you got the cool emotes now. You got the loyalty badges, help support the streams. Weeping, my man. Thank you so much, dude. Hyping the shot for Weeping. I'm going to put your name up on the screen here, dude, before we get the third quarter rolling. Sweet beans. Weeping. Thank you, dude. Good stuff. Pistons played them 4 times. They won 3-1. Nice. Okay, so that's another aspect to where I think a Celtics-Pistons playoff series would be really, really fun to watch. Good to go. Thanks again, Weeping. Appreciate you, dude. There you go, Weeping. Up on the screen. There we go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. All right, start of the third quarter here. Cavs 54, Pistons 50. Dennis Schroeder with the basketball working against Asar Thompson on the right wing. Finds Merrill. He puts up a 3 from beyond the arc. That's off the mark, boarded by Jalen Duren. Upside to Asar Thompson in transition. Asar Thompson with the basketball working against Evan Mobley. Finds Tobias Harris down low. Tobias with the basketball. Working against the Cavs. Underneath to Asar Thompson. He puts up a layup. It falls. Tough shot for Asar Thompson. Cuts it back down to 2. 11:23 left to play in the third quarter. Schroeder goes all the way to the basket. Misses the layup. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren in transition. Has numbers. runs into Merrill. They're going to call a foul on Merrill. Are they going to call it a shooting foul? They're going to call it a shooting foul on Merrill. It's a good take from Jalen Duren underneath there in transition. Jalen Duren can put it on the floor. Like, he can run in transition. Not many bigs in the NBA can do that. He's just been so much fun to watch. Like, to see his growth and progression over the years has just been so cool to see. He's 22 years old. Like, he's got hopefully 10 more plus years in his prime of this. Duren, free throw on the way, is up and in. Thanks, Super Morty. Thanks, Weeping. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. It's been fun. I've been having a ball doing this. Like I said, I can't wait till the playoffs start. It's going to be electric, and hopefully you guys are here along with the journey. So it's going to be cool. 11-14 left to play in the third quarter. Duren knocks down the first free throw. Jalen Duren at the free throw line. Second free throw is off the mark. Jarrett Allen gets the rebound. Cavs up by 1 over the Pistons. Still want to call a buzzer beater. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Mobley working inside, goes all the way to his left, slams it home. What a dunk from Evan Mobley. Cavs bench is on their feet. 10:55 left to play in the third quarter. Asar Thompson on the right wing here. Looking to go at Mobley. Drives to his left, puts up a layup off the mark. He's going to draw a foul, though. Evan Mobley picks up a shooting foul. Good take from Asar Thompson. So Asar's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, he dunked that over Duren. Duren was trying to guard Mobley. Mobley's wingspan is crazy. He threw that down like it was nothing. Yeah, Mobley, a part of that draft class with Cade. Very, very good player. Thanks, Weeping. Appreciate you, buddy. Asar Thompson, first free throw on the way. It is up and in. Asar's got 7 points. Having a nice little game for Asar Thompson. And again, we need him for his defense. If he can do both, if he can add a little bit of an offensive game, which he has improved over the years, it just is. It's a double. It's the cherry on top, basically, because he's out there to guard the best player usually for the other team, but if he can add like a little bit of a jump shot, which he has, it's just even better. Pistons are going to get called for a foul away from the basketball. It's going to be a stoppage in play here. 56-55. Hey, there's my mom. I see you now. I see you. Shout out to the mom. Mom's awesome. We were just talking about that too when we got Cade. Yeah, it's awesome that, like, when the Pistons got the #1 overall pick, we actually won the lottery with Cade Cunningham, because it's not really a guarantee either. Tyson puts up a 3 that's off the mark, boarded by the Pistons. Cade Cunningham in transition here, on the right wing here. Duren looking to set the screen for Cade. Cade goes to his left, stops on a dime, cross-court pass to Asar Thompson. Underneath for the reverse layup is up and in. 57-56, Pistons take a 1-point lead. Mobley finds Schroeder on the left wing against Tobias Harris. Drives baseline inside to Jarrett Allen. He puts up a nice teardropper. It falls. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Should have raised him to be a Bulls fan, a Bears fan. I'm going to ban this Ryan guy in my chat. Duren goes to his right. Inside. Layup is good. 59-58 basketball game. 9:44 left to play in the third quarter. Schroeder back outside to Mobley. Mobley working inside. Right-handed layup is good. Evan Mobley gives the Cavs the lead. 60-59 basketball game. 9:29 left to play in the third quarter. Tobias Harris outside to Cade Cunningham, top of the key. Duren sets the screen for Cade, rolls off it, working against Tyson. Cade goes all the way to the basket. Right-handed layups off the mark. Duren's there to flush it home for the jam. 61-60, 9:10 left to play in the third quarter. Schroeder with the basketball goes to his left. Inside here, floater is off the mark. Good defense from Jalen Duren. Cade gets it in transition. Cross courts it to Duncan Robinson. Inside to Asar Thompson for the layup. 63-60, Pistons take a 3-point lead as the Cavaliers take a timeout. We're going to commercial break. Good stuff. Notice how the Pistons are starting to use Asar like how the Rockets are using his brother, Amin Thompson. Yeah, for sure. It's super cool that like both brothers went 4 and 5 in the draft, and both of them are very solid players in the NBA. Good stuff. Fresh is awesome. There's Asar. Asar is one of those guys. Like, I think Asar Thompson, as Pistons fans, we knew the potential that he had when we drafted him. That was, by the way, Troy Weaver's last draft pick as the Pistons GM, or his last like impactful pick that he made before we fired him. But when he was going up against Jalen Brunson in that series, Brunson was just unstoppable in that final game 6. I mean, he made some incredible tough shots, but the defense that Asar brings to this team is very good to see. And he's so athletic too, to where like he can jump over anybody. He can get you a handle. He's been working on a little bit of a jump shot. Doesn't have quite the offensive game that his brother has, but he's slowly working on it. And it's going to be a really cool to see him develop over the years as Pistons fans, for sure. What's up, Jesse? How you doing? Yeah, it's tough to say like a legit expectation for the Pistons to where it's as pissed. Like, okay, like I would be upset if we get knocked out in the first round, right? Like that would be disappointing. I think if we make it though, to like, it depends on if we were to lose, like the situation. I mean, game 7, Eastern Conference semifinals, we lose on a buzzer beater 3, like, because we have nothing to lose this season, we didn't sacrifice the farm. We didn't give up a million draft picks. We're in such a great position to where we can just kind of enjoy it and see where we're at and see if this young team led by your franchise can go to an Eastern Conference Finals. And if we get beat by Boston, or whoever, then you could potentially make that free agent acquisition, or you do make a trade where you hopefully go for it. The only problem is the Lions kind of thought about that, right? We were in such a good shape, made the NFC title game, lost to the 49ers, and we just kind of stayed put. Then we had a down year, and it just hasn't really been the same. So there's a fine line between letting your core develop and grow, and then making that final one move to check off the box to go for it, that can put you into multiple contention for multiple deep playoff runs on a year-to-year basis. 60-63 basketball game. Pistons up by 3 over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just under 9 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Cavaliers are going to get the basketball. Merrill has it for the Pistons, back up to Tyson, finds Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder working against Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, finds Jarrett Allen. Allen backdoor find to Merrill. Merrill puts up a left-handed layup, it falls, back to a 1-point game. Pistons 63, Cleveland 62. 8:40 left to play in the third quarter. Jalen Duren at the top of the key working against Jarrett Allen, trying to direct the offense. Look at that. He goes by Jarrett Allen. Left-handed layup is off the mark. Allen tries to save it. Does. Upside to Mobley. The fact that Jalen Duren attempted that, though, to put it on the floor and go by Jarrett Allen, he almost got that bucket. Allen working inside right-handed floater is good. Cavs take a 1-point lead. This is going to be a good game, dude. 8:10 left to play in the third quarter. I'm going to catch up with you guys' chats in a couple seconds here. Cade at the top of the key working against Tyson. Finds Jalen Duren on the right wing here. Duren puts it on the floor. Backs out to Asar Thompson for a backdoor find. Asar Thompson is such a great cutter to the basket, too. That's underrated as well. 7:50 left to play in the third quarter. He does such a great job of, like, reading defenses and finding the open space on the floor. Schroeder, back out to Tyson. Tyson finds Merrill on the right wing. Back into Jarrett Allen working against Duren. Allen has it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Finds a mid-range jump shot. It's off the mark, boarded by Cade Cunningham. Cade in transition, working against Schroeder. Schroeder pokes it away from Cade. Now they're going to call a foul on Cade Cunningham. What's going on, Sam? This year's wide open, Mr. Fresh. He was great on the Kings, too. Yeah, Schroeder is a really good player, for sure. Yeah, he's been on, like, I think over 10 different teams in his career. It's insane. Pistons have never lost 3 games in a row this season. That's crazy. That's actually crazy to think about. Considering, like, all the losing Pistons went through a couple seasons ago. I think they're double-checking this to make sure it's not a flagrant foul. Schroeder went to swipe Cade, and Cade kind of playfully shoved Schroeder, but I don't think it's a flagrant, or at least it shouldn't be a flagrant. So they're taking a look at this to make sure it's nothing serious. Now they actually are adjusting the time. There's a problem with the time on the clock here. So they're trying to get the refs to get situated here. So we're kind of in a tiny little timeout break here. There's a problem with the clock going on. The horn is stuck. That's amazing. Oh, that's too great. Schroeder is that guy that's good, but he's never been good enough to be a part of a championship team. Did he win one on the Lakers? I thought he might. I don't. Did he? I thought he won one with the Lakers. Let me see. He does not have a championship. I could have sworn. Maybe he was on that Laker bubble team. I don't know. I could have swore he was on that Laker bubble team that won. I guess not. Yeah, he is, though. A really solid player. Pretty much like a very reliable backup point guard in the NBA. I wanted to extend Schroeder and keep him as our backup, but then Dennis Jenkins came along, and he's been kind of the backup point guard for the most part. There's a stoppage in play right now, guys. We have a commercial break. Apparently, they're having issues with the horn. Apparently, like the game clock has been stopped and paused. They're trying to figure out the time right now in the third quarter. Appreciate the super chats tonight so far. Thanks again to Kenny, Antoine, and Weeping becoming a member. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. 65-64 basketball game. You never really know in the NBA. Like, again, when we played the Wizards a couple weeks ago, Pistons were like a 15, 16-point favorite, and the Wizards just blew the Pistons' doors off. So you really don't know. And again, the Cavs have a pretty deep roster. Again, Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley is a very good 1-2 punch down below. Considering also like Donovan Mitchell and James Harden to go with it when they're healthy. Merrill is a very good 3-point shooter up with them, so that's a team that's going to be tough to beat come playoff time. So, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see who our first round matchup is. Part of me believes it's going to be the Hornets. I think the Hornets are going to hit their stride at the right time, and they're going to creep into the 8 seed. It could be the Magic. The Magic would be it's a tough team to face. But yeah, it's tough to say. 65-64 basketball game. Pistons up by 1. Still trying to figure out this clock issue. Apparently the horn is going on at Little Caesars Arena right now, and they can't figure out how to turn off the horn. I'm not even kidding. The horn is stuck right now at the Pistons game. So there's a blaring horn, like when the buzzer sounds and there's a horn. They cannot figure out how to turn off the horn right now. I'm not even kidding. This is why there's a stoppage in play right now. What's up, James? What's up, Colin? They're literally panning to people in the crowd, and they're like putting their fingers in their ears because the horn will not stop going. The horn is going to save the Pistons tonight. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Just when you think you've seen it all, there's literally a stoppage in play because the horn for the buzzer will not shut up, and it won't turn off. There's a horn delay. Oh my goodness. Oh man. That's hysterical. Poor guy, he's like trying to push a million buttons at the desk table where all like the controls are, and they can't figure out how to turn off the horn. Uh, it might get a buzzer beater tonight. Yeah, that was the buzzer beater. Horn just goes on for like the next half hour. They might have to suspend play. They have to kill the breaker switch at Little Caesars Arena. The whole power goes off just to shut up the horn. Remember the Super Bowl that happened? The power went out. That was crazy. There is a stoppage in play right now, guys. Not even kidding. If you guys are just tuning in, Pistons are up 65-64. A bunch of players are getting shots up right now for warm-ups. The horn is still going on at Little Caesars Arena. It's been going on for like the last 5 minutes, and they cannot figure out how to shut it off. They've got like 4 guys around the score desk, and nobody can seem to figure out how to turn off the horn. What if they have to play through it? I mean, how do you play through it? Because you think it's like the end of the quarter or something, or the shot clock or the buzzer's going off. That's hysterical. What's the score of the Michigan game? Isn't Michigan playing right now? They're playing Illinois. That's a good game. Michigan they're up 4. They're up 4 over Illinois at the end of the first quarter. There's about 4 minutes left. They still cannot turn off the horn. Pistons are literally shooting on the floor right now like it's pregame warm-ups. The horn is still going on. They keep panning to fans in the crowd with their fingers in their ears trying to calm down the horn. Oh my gosh. Freaking hysterical, dude. This is hysterical. This is amazing. Too funny, man. Too funny. Got another commercial break. We literally have just been chilling right now because there's a stoppage in play because they can't figure out how to turn off the horn. What if this happened in like a playoff game? That'd be hysterical. Well, we're going to be here longer than expected tonight, guys, so you guys are stuck with me. Pistons are up 1 over the Cavs. 7:24 left to play. People are checking the box score probably right now, like, why is this game not resuming? That's hysterical. Just get the scissors out and cut the wires. All right, at this point, it's like, just turn it off. Or do you not have a replacement horn? Yeah, I don't know what they do in that situation. Miami, Ohio wins tonight. That's cool. I hope they go far in March Madness. That'd be cool to see them like make the Sweet 16 or something. Oh, it's hysterical. They have to just cut the power off. I mean, there's got to be a switch, right? That powers on like all the sounds for like the game arena, right? Like the Jumbotron. I mean, I don't even know if it's connected to the Jumbotron or not, but the shot clock and then the buzzer and then the horn's probably next to it. That's hysterical. You get an air horn. What if they give refs horns? At the end of the quarter, they just have like an air horn. They blare it right in Cade's ear. That'd be hysterical. I feel bad for the fans too, right? Like they're coming there to see the Pistons game, and now they're getting a 10-minute plus horn delay. A horn? How many times during an NBA game have you ever seen a horn delay happen? Right? Like you've seen like maybe like there's water on the floor or somebody spills their beer. Yeah, there's a delay right now because there's a freaking horn that won't stop going off. Oh, man. This poor baby they're showing in the crowd. They have to put, like, these earmuffs on them. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of funny. People are just trying to enjoy a nice Friday night out. Let's go to the Pistons-Cavaliers game. And we're stuck in a horn delay. All the restrooms have lines right now. I don't know. See, like, if I were to spend money and go to a basketball game, I would wait until a playoff game. Like, you can go to like a couple regular season games, or I would rather just like take that lump sum of money and like go to a playoff game. I went to the Rams-Lions wild card playoff game a couple years ago. That was amazing. I don't know. Tickets are just so freaking expensive now at sporting events. It sucks. It used to be like you could, like, I remember going to like a baseball game when I was little, and like you could get like 5 tickets for your family, a hot dog, a soda, and chips for everybody, and it was like 50, $60. Now that would be a couple $100 at least. It's crazy. If you guys are just tuning in, there's a stoppage in the play of game right now because the horn for like the buzzer is currently going on right now, and they cannot figure out how to turn off the horn. I'm not even kidding right now. This is why this is a stoppage in play right now. Earplugs included in your season ticket package. Right. Trying to sell more hot dogs. Oh my goodness, dude. Too funny. Too funny. Pull up the Michigan game, do the play-by-play Michigan game while we wait. That'd be kind of cool. So if you guys are tuning in, so I'm going to be doing a March Madness bracket. So if you guys like college basketball, it's going to be free to play. I'm going to announce it like probably the week before when the bracket comes out. I'll share the invite link out in the chat. We'll have like a Carson Shear Show challenge. We'll have like first place gets something. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but it's going to be free to play. So if you guys are into that, like March Madness is coming up around the corner a couple weeks away. We'll do like a Carson Shear Show March Madness tournament, like on the ESPN fantasy app or whatever it's called, the bracket challenge. So I'll get that set up and I'll share it with you guys, and we'll just see who gets who has the best bracket. So that'll be fun. Horn is still going on. Not even kidding. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are even getting shots off right now off the bench. Could be a 30-minute delay. It looks like they fixed it. They're panning to the crowd now, and the crowd is cheering that the horn is turned off. So we're gonna resume play here. Oh man, has Paul Reed checked in yet in the third quarter? I don't believe so. No, they had to turn off the entire jumbotron. That's hysterical. So it had to do something with the jumbotron, probably. Like the switch was connected and wired to it. They even thought about bringing out an air horn. That's crazy. I think the refs are talking right now. They actually seriously might use an air horn. I think they just completely killed the switch to stop the horn from blowing. They're showing an air horn on the sidelines, and they actually might have to use this when the quarter runs out. Because the jumbotron completely just turned off. I think that's what they're doing. The ref is talking to Kenny Atkinson and JB Bickerstaff right now, and they seriously might have to use an air horn when the quarter runs out. I have never seen that before. That's I'm not even kidding. That's crazy. 7:24 left to play in the third quarter. That's hysterical. We're going to talk about in the playoffs. You guys remember that 20-minute air horn delay that the horn wouldn't shut up? We had to talk about horns for 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. They don't necessarily need the air horn. They can just use the whistle too. Right, yeah. Yeah, the Jumbotron's turned off at LCA right now. So they had to just kill the switch. They had to flip the power switch or something. So it's going to be really curious. Even like the shot clock. I wonder if they're going to have to do something for the shot clock violation too. I've never seen this before. Right, yeah, a high school game. That's crazy. They got to have a backup plan for everything, I guess. But like, how many times is there a horn issue in the NBA? Donovan Mitchell is taking pictures with Pistons fans right now on the sidelines. They got like a whole unit basically trying to figure this out. John Mason's just sitting there like wondering when the game's going to start. Shot at John Mason. It's hysterical. LCA has great sound to them. That must have been a loud horn. Yeah, I'll have to re-watch it on the replay on the broadcast later. That's crazy though. Wow. He shot again though to Antoine, Kenny, and Weeping for the support tonight, super chats, and the membership. Thank you guys again. Like I said, all I want you guys to do is just hang out, have fun, enjoy the game, and everything else is a bonus. So thank you guys again for tuning in. It looks like we're about to get back into the swing of things here, but I seriously think, I obviously can't hear it, but I think they were considering using an air horn for the shot clock violation and the when the quarter ends. That's hysterical. Just no Jumbotron. Yeah, I mean, even like the score operators for the Jumbotron, they gotta be confused too, because it's like, yeah, they gotta keep stats. Yeah, that's weird. Just when you think you've seen it all. That is hysterical. All right, I think we are getting back to play now. Okay, the start of the game of the third quarter has resumed. I still can't believe that. Oh my gosh, a hockey horn would have been so brutal. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine a hockey horn. 7:24 left to play in the third quarter. We are back in action from the 15-minute air horn break. I can't believe that. Dennis Schroeder throws it away. Cade gets the steal in transition here. Cade goes all the way to the bucket. Left-handed layup is up and in. Pistons waste no time from the horn break. 67-64. Pistons up by 3. Merrill has it outside here to Tyson. They're going to call a foul, though, against Duncan Robinson. Jumbotron came back on at Little Caesars Arena. So I don't know if they fixed the horn. I kind of want to see it, though, them use an air horn for when the buzzer ends. Imagine it comes down to a buzzer beater game winner, and the ref is just, he's holding an air horn, and he's waiting until the shot clock runs out. Cade Cunningham has the ball. He puts up a 3. At the air horn, they, like, shove it in his ear as he's taking the shot. 67-64. The poor scoreboard operators have no idea what to do. Jarrett Allen at the top of the key here finds Merrill. Merrill switches back off to Duncan Robinson. You got Porter Jr. working inside here. Ball is thrown away. Cade Cunningham comes up with it. Back outside to Asar Thompson. Finds Duncan Robinson. Duncan on the right wing finds JD. Duren working against Jarrett Allen. 3-point basketball game. Pistons up by 3. Duren looking to find Cade Cunningham. Backdoor right-handed layup is off the mark. Upside to Dennis Schroeder for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers on the left wing working against Tobias Harris. Back outside to Merrill. Merrill bothered by Duncan Robinson. Finds Jarrett Allen. Switches back off to Schroeder now. Schroeder working against Tobias. Goes to his right. Right-handed layup is up and in. 67-66. I want to see him use it. Like, the ref is just ready. He's, like, checking the clock. Is it going to hit? He puts off the air horn. 6:05 left to play in the third quarter. Tobias, turnaround jump shot is good. 66-69 basketball game. 5:58 left to play in the third quarter. Schroeder finds Mobley outside to Porter Jr. working against Cade Cunningham. Switches back off to Tobias Harris. Finds Evan Mobley. Mobley puts up a 3 over Cade. He buries it. Tough shot for Evan Mobley, 69-69. Nice. 5:40 left to play in the third quarter. Jalen Duren at the top of the key here. Duren looking to direct traffic. Finds Tobias Harris. Tobias working against Merrill. Upside to Asar Thompson. Finds Duncan Robinson. Puts up a 3 on the right wing. He buries it. Duncan Robinson, his first made 3 of the game. Pistons take a 3-point lead. Porter Jr. finds Evan Mobley on the right wing working against Cade Cunningham. Mobley finding Porter again. Porter back out to Merrill. Merrill puts up a 3 on the left wing. He buries it. Merrill, cold-blooded, 45% three-point shooter this season. He's got 16 points. 72-72. Cade drives baseline. Cade looking to set up the offense. Out to Asar Thompson. Asar working inside. Spin move is off the mark. Duren went to grab the rebound. It's off the mark, though. Mobley comes up with the rebound. Cavs get it back here. Mobley in transition at the top of the key, working against Asar Thompson. Mobley finds Merrill on the left wing, bothered by Duncan Robinson. Merrill goes to his left, stops on the dime. Turnaround shot is good. Now they're going to wave it off. Are they going to call a shot? They're going to say it was a foul on the floor. Duncan fouled him before the shot. it's going to be Cavs basketball. What's up, Carsey Matt? Jay's got to be more aggressive for sure. I feel like if he just gets it in the paint, he just turns around, puts it back up. It's hard to guard him down there. 4:34 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs 72, Pistons 72. Duncan Robinson steps out. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Marcus Sasser checks into the game for the Pistons. Good to see it. In a tie ball game. JB usually doesn't do that. Interesting. See if Sasser can give you some minutes here. Cavs with the basketball on the left wing here. Stolen away by Cade Cunningham. Cade in transition upside to Ron Holland. Holland goes all the way to the hole. He gets fouled. Shot is no good. Holland's going to go to the free throw line. 4:23 left to play in the third quarter. Cleveland 72, Pistons 72. So Holland's at the free throw line. Couple substitutions here for both teams. Pistons have Duren, Cade, Holland, LeVert, and Sasser. Interesting lineup here on the floor. Cavs have Tyson, Tomlin, Bryant, Porter, Proctor. Holland makes the first free throw. 73-72. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Sasser does need more minutes, 100%. Holland at the free throw line. Holland, free throw up and away is good. 74-72. Cavs get the basketball back here. At the top of the key, finds Thomas Bryant. Bryant off to Proctor. Proctor drives inside here, kicks it back out to Bryant. Finds Tomlin for three. That's off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland in transition, upside to Cade Cunningham. Cade on the right wing. Duren sets the screen. Cade rolls off it, finds Holland underneath. Holland thought about a mid-range J. He puts up a floater. It falls. Ron Holland, tough shot in the paint. 76-72. Pistons have a 4-point lead with 3:50 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs working inside here, underneath to Bryant. Bryant puts up a layup. Shot falls. He wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. Back the other way, here comes Cade. Cade for the Pistons on the right wing here. Finds Holland. Off to Marcus Sasser for three. It's off the mark. That would have been awesome. Cavs are in the bonus. They get the rebound back here. 3:25 left to play in the third quarter. Bryant has it for Cleveland. On the left wing goes Tyson. Back out to Bryant. He puts up a three over Cade. He knocks it in. 77-76. 3:10 left to play in the third quarter. Jalen Duren at the top of the key here, working against Thomas Bryant. Duren outside to Cade. Duren sets the screen, rolls off it. Cade goes to his left, tries to find Duren underneath here. It's off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland trying to get it to Cade. Cade inside the paint here, kicks it back out to Ron Holland, wide open from the corner for three. He buries it. Ronald Holland for three. 79-77. 2:40 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs have it on the left wing here. Kicks it across to Porter Jr. Porter working inside here. Right-handed layup is good. 79-79. Ronald Holland. 2:24 left to play in the third quarter. Cade with the basketball. Working against Tyson at the top of the key here. Finds Jalen Duren against Bryant. Duren with the basketball. Inside here. Mid-range J for Duren is pure. JD from the elbow. He knocks it down over Bryant's face. 2:05 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs with the basketball. Proctor has it. Finds Porter Jr. Top of the key, bothered by Sasser. Outside to Porter. Working against Ron Holland on the left corner. Porter drives. Kicks it across to Bryant. They're going to call a stoppage and play, though. They're going to get Ron Holland with the foul. So the Cavs are going to go to the free throw line. Pistons are going to take a timeout. Ronald Holland, 81-79. Love to see it. I will continue to say he's a 3-and-D player. He's knocking down those threes occasionally. He's a new Tayshaun Prince. Love it. 81-79, Pistons take a timeout. We're in a commercial break. Cavs are going to go to the free throw line coming up here. Love to see it, man. Pistons up by 2. It's going to be a competitive game all the way down to the wire. Michigan is up 7 over Illinois at the halftime break. Michigan is just... they could legit win it all. I mean, they are just insane. That's a top 10 matchup against Illinois on the road. Illinois is a tough place to play at. Wow. So we're in a commercial break, guys. Pistons 81, Cavs 79. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Half of that third quarter was because there was a horn delay. There was a horn delay where the horn was not working. There's 2 minutes left. And we're going to see if they pull out that air horn, because supposedly we don't know if the horn is back or they just had to just turn it off because they didn't know what else to do. Cade's got 19 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. Duran's got 18 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. How about Ron Holland? 12 points, 3 boards. Big minutes for the Pistons down the stretch here. Love to see it. Teams hide from certain teams by holding certain players out so they don't know what the matchup looks like for the playoffs. That's a good theory. And legit, you might be onto something for that, because teams get a feel for each other when they match up in the regular season. But 100% agree, where when it comes to the postseason, I feel like teams just turn it up a notch, like all around. But it seems like load management, injuries, playing through them, like 100%. Like they that's a good assumption as well. Duran starts shooting that jump shot. Look out. Oh, it's insane, Frank. It's, again, Duran's going to get a nice contract this offseason. Hope we can lock him up. 3, 4, 5-year deal, whatever it is. He deserves it. I mean, he's been working his tail off all offseason. There's a chance Duran might be an Olympian. You got Cade in 2028. If he stays healthy, he's definitely making the team. Duran could be there too. At this rate, in 2 years from now, you could see Jalen Duran along with Bam for Team USA. What's up, 1 point? Back from commercial break here. Appreciate you guys will stop into the show. Pistons 81, Cavs 79. A low post game, yeah. Because he can knock down, like he just made a mid-range jump shot earlier. He has a little bit of a handle. He can run the floor too. Sometimes he'll say, get out of my way, and he'll just go straight to the basket. Again, he's 22 years old. Oh man, cannot wait to see him develop. Scale of 1 to 10, how impressive was the win against the Thunder? I'm going to say about a 5, only because there wasn't Chet, SGA, or Jalen Williams. I mean, it's still a good quality win against the Thunder, who, they got a deep bench. But if we were to see a healthy Thunder team, I think that would have changed perspective. The Pistons play the Thunder in a couple weeks from now on the road in OKC, and I think you should get the majority of their guys back healthy. That's going to be a good game. My friend is actually going to be going to that game, and I'm going to call him from halftime. We're going to get like a sideline fan point of view from the stadium. 143 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons 81, Cleveland 81. Good game. Down to the stretch here. The Thunder team is still beating teams, for sure. Win is a win in the NBA, 100%. K with the basketball on the left wing here. Puts up a 3 on the left wing off the mark, no good. Boarded by the Cavs. Cleveland has it on the right wing here. You got Tyson, Tomlin, Bryant, Porter, Proctor on the floor for the Cavs. Tyson puts up a 3. He knocks it in. Huge shot for Tyson on the left wing. Cade inbounds here to Paul Reed. For the Pistons, you got Cade, Paul Reed, Holland, LeVert, and Sasser on the floor. Cade has it in transition, goes all the way to the hole, poked away by the Cavs defense. Cavs back the other way, finds Tyson underneath here. to Tomlin. Tomlin backs out, finds Tyson again. Tyson looking to direct traffic here, goes to his left, kicks it back out to Bryant from the from the corner for three, off the mark, boarded by Sasser. Sasser looking to push it for the Pistons in transition, finds Karis LeVert. LeVert gets fouled underneath. Pistons are in the bonus, so they're going to go to the free throw line. So LeVert's at the free throw line, looking to knock down these free throws here. Right, exactly, Sam. It's like Embiid says he's injured, his knee bothers him, and then he's on the Olympic team. It's just so weird how teams do it in the regular season. It's like, what are we paying you for then? It's like you're professional athletes and you can't play a back-to-back because of load management. It's like, come on. Yeah, it's insane. Same team beat Cleveland. Yeah, Thunder have a really, I would not doubt it if they go to the finals again. They got an MVP winner. They've got a really good big in Chet Holmgren, a really solid two in Jalen Williams. It's they got a lot of weapons in OKC. Ton of draft picks too. Their GM is a genius. They got that Paul George trade that they gave to the Clippers. They got like 4 or 5 first-round picks plus SGA. That changed their team forever. Pistons miss the free throws. Cavs get it back here underneath here. Cavs put up a shot. It's off the mark, boarded by Paul Reed. Tomlin misses the shot. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. See if they use that air horn. Dennis Jenkins on the right wing here. Jenkins has it. Working against Porter Jr. Paul Reed sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off. It goes to his right against Thomas Bryant. Jenkins step back three. He buries it. Dennis Jenkins for a huge three. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Cavs put up a shot at the buzzer. It's off the mark. Pistons take a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Incoming air horn. 85-84 basketball game. We're going to the fourth quarter. We got a good fourth quarter, too, ahead of us. Good stuff, man. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Michigan is up 7 right now against Illinois. So, good stuff. Again, the Pistons were about an 8-point favorite heading into this game. Wasn't really sure if James Harden was going to play or not. He's dealing with a little bit of a thumb issue. Donovan Mitchell was out. But yeah, Mobley, they got back, and he's made a big impact in this game so far. So good stuff. 85-84, Pistons up by 1. Going to the fourth quarter. Should be a good fourth quarter coming up here. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you have any, like I said, if you have any thoughts, let me know in the chat. We're gonna switch to the Michigan game. Yeah, I gotta get my college basketball terminology back. It's crazy because ever since the transfer portal and NIL, it seems like every year everybody has a different team. Send me some noisemakers. I have the party horns every time Pistons make a 3. That'd be hysterical. Yeah, I gotta think of something though. I have this top hat and suit I could wear for the playoffs. I'll think of something though. It'll be fun. I can't wait. Sports games simultaneously at the same time. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Going to the fourth quarter, guys. Pistons up by 1. Right now, Pistons working against the Cavaliers without Donovan Mitchell, no James Harden. Allen and Mobley both have 17 points. Merrill's got 16. Cavs are shooting 36% from the three-point line. Pistons, again, struggling from deep. 24% from the three-point line. Holland's got 12 points off the bench. Good to see that. Cade's got 19 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. Duran's got 18 and 8. Asar's got 14 points. He's keeping us in this game. So shout out to Asar. Yeah. Yeah, Pistons, oh, dude, I actually Yeah. What if the Pistons win the title and Michigan wins the Natty in the same year? that would be that would be crazy. It's a possibility too. Wow. That'd be something. Pistons 85, Cavs 84. Going to the fourth quarter here. Again, the Cavs are not going to back down. Should be a really entertaining fourth quarter coming up. Let me know, guys, as well, if there's anything you want me to talk about or I'm not mentioning enough or anything you could think that would make the shows better, let me know. I'm open to criticism as well. This is my first year doing this, so we've just been having a ball with it. Like I said, I can't wait for the playoffs. Going to be absolutely electric. And like I said, I'm putting together like a Pistons like playoff like hype video. It's like a minute long of like my best calls throughout the year. Durham with the basketball, working against Thomas Bryant. Top of the key here. Pistons up by 1. Duren going to work inside here. Jalen Duren goes underneath. It's going to be called for a foul. I believe, are they going to get that on Bryant or Mobley? They're going to get that on Bryant. So Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line. Thanks, Antoine. Bucks down by 20 against the Knicks. Wow. That's crazy. 11:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Duren 18 and 8, 3 assists. He's going for 20 if he makes both these free throws. Gets the first one to go. Jalen Duren, second free throw on the way here for the Pistons. Up and in. Knocks down both free throws. 87-84 basketball game. Cavs have it on the right wing here. You got Proctor, Porter, Bryant, Merrill, and Mobley. Bryant has it upside to Merrill. Merrill with the basketball finds Mobley on the left wing against Tobias Harris. Back out to Merrill. Merrill working against Marcus Sasser. Merrill has it. Turnaround shot from Merrill is off the mark, boarded by JD. Duren with the basketball finds Karis LeVert outside of Dance Jenkins. Jenkins goes inside here. There's going to be a foul called underneath against Porter Jr. 11:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons 87, Cavaliers 84. More aggressive from Jay. It's like it's hard to guard him down below. Like if he catches, just go up and he can knock down free throws too. Sasser finds JD underneath here. Right-handed layup is good. 89-84. JD's got 22. 11 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter here. Mobley, top of the key, over to Tobias Harris for 3. Rattles it home. What a shot from Evan Mobley. Cuts it down to 2. 10:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jenkins with the basketball drives inside here, backs out to Duren, finds Tobias Harris, looks at Karis LeVert against Merrill. JD sets the screen for LeVert. He rolls off it to his right. Shot is off the mark. Pinballs around to Mobley, who comes up with it. Merrill gets it. Finds Porter Jr. outside to Mobley. Mobley working against LeVert. Top of the key. Finds Merrill. Thought about a 3. Goes to his left. Drives baseline. Finds a cutting Cav underneath here. It's a tie basketball game. Great cut from Proctor underneath. 89-89. 10-11 left to play in the fourth quarter. JD with the basketball. Goes to his right against Bryant. Puts up a shot off the mark. Boarded by the Cavs. Porter Jr. in transition here for Cleveland against Tobias Harris. Thought about a 3, finds Bryant underneath here, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Count the bucket and the foul for Bryant down below. 91-89 basketball game. Pistons are going to take a timeout. We got a 2-point game here. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, it is cool that Sasser's getting more minutes. I'm honestly surprised. He doesn't usually come into games this close of a game either. So, it's tough to say. 91-89 basketball game. Pistons take a timeout. We're in a commercial break. It's going to be a good finish. Cavs, again, like, there's a reason why they're like one of the best teams in the East, even without 2 of their best players. Because, again, it's a team effort. And people were saying that about the Pistons. Like, when we didn't have Tobias, JD, Cade, like Paul Reed, Dennis Jenkins had to step up, and we were still beating teams, with our second and third stringers out there. So good teams win, great teams find ways to win even without their best players. This is a fast-paced game, yeah, for sure. Duren's got 22 points, 9 boards, couple assists. Yeah, imagine if Duren, if he develops like a 3-point shot to go with his game, that'd be nuts. Won't see Red Velvet tonight. LeVert is stopping the development of the young Pistons. Yeah. It's tough because when you have a GM that makes a move in free agency to get a guy like Karis LeVert, it's okay, we just paid you. Now are you gonna play him? Are you gonna sit him? Are you gonna mix him in with the second unit? So it's tough because you're trying to play your best players in the best rotation out there without upsetting anybody. Yeah, Duren's 22 years old. He's gonna be. Hopefully they can stay healthy. They stay healthy. It's gonna be very fun to watch over the next decade. Cavs 91, Pistons 89. 9:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. On a Friday night in the Motor City. Mobley's got 20 points, Merrill's 16, Bryant with 11. It's been back and forth the whole way. And again, it goes both ways. Pistons last Friday night, they went into the Garden right after the All-Star break without Duren, without Beef Stew. Knicks were a 6-point favorite. They went in there and they took care of business. You really just don't know in the NBA. You can look at the lines and the spreads and everything, but it comes down to execution in the actual game. And credit to the Cavs, they've been balling out so far. Okay. Cleveland 91, Pistons 89. We are back from commercial break. On the floor, you got Mobley, Merrill, Bryant, Porter Jr., Proctor. Pistons have Tobias, Duncan, Duren, Sasser, Jenkins. It's going to be a good fourth quarter. Possibly buzzer beater, game winner, maybe. Jenkins, top of the key here, working against Proctor. Jenkins on the right wing. Duren sets the screen, rolls off it. Jenkins trying to find the open man here. Duncan comes off it, helps him out, gets it back to his left. Jenkins goes to his left. Cross-court pass to Tobias, wide open from the corner for 3. It's off the mark, boarded by Evan Mobley. Cavs get it back here to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. at the top of the key here. Looking to get it to Merrill. Outside to Thomas Bryant. Finds Evan Mobley. One-on-one against Tobias. He goes to his left. Turnaround shot for Evan Mobley is off the mark. Cavs get the rebound back here, though. Mobley goes inside here. Layup is off the mark. Tobias grabs the rebound. And the Pistons get it back. Sasser with the basketball for the Pistons. Looking to set things up here. Sasser goes to his right. Stops in a dime. Mid-range jump shot is off the mark. It's boarded by the Cavs. Cavs looking to push it in transition here. You got Proctor with it. Finds Merrill. Try to lob it up underneath here to Bryant. Bryant misses the dunk. Cavs on a 7-0 run. Pistons looking to stop it here. Duncan Robinson on the right wing here. Gets it back from Tobias. Outside to Jenkins. It's stolen away, though, by the Cavs. It's a 2-on-1. Bryant underneath here to Jenkins. Count the bucket and the foul. Nothing much Jenkins could do right there. You had Bryant basically run on the floor with the Cavs, and Jenkins tried to stop Porter Jr., and he grabbed Bryant underneath, and Bryant gets it to go. 93-89. Bryant's at the free throw line. Looking to put the Pistons up by 5. I would imagine you're probably going to look at putting Cade back in here. Yep, Cade's going to check back into this game. 8:26 left to play in the fourth quarter. So Bryant's at the free throw line. Cade checks in. Duren checks out. 8:26 left to go in regulation. Thomas Bryant at the free throw line. Bryant misses the free throw. Cade gets the rebound. Back the other way, Cavaliers 93, Pistons 89. Jenkins has it for the Pistons against the Cavs, finds Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Paul Reed sets the screen. Cade rolls off it. Turnaround shot is good. Big time shot for Cade Cunningham. Knocks it back down to 2. 8:05 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Cunningham has got 21 points, 10 boards, 7 assists. Schroeder is also in the game for the Cavs. Schroeder goes baseline, loses it. Ball is last touched by the Cavs? Yeah, turnover from the Cavs. Schroeder just looked like he lost control out of bounds. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. 7:54 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons have 13 turnovers. Cavs have 12. Jenkins goes all the way to the basket. Shot is off the mark. Paul Reed there is, though, for the rebound. Now they're going to call... Is that an offensive foul on Jenkins? They're going to call an offensive foul on Dennis Jenkins. Schroeder was looking to tie that one up here. They're going to call a foul on Jenkins, it looks like. Oh, Paul Reed was out of bounds. Yeah, he caught that rebound. He was out of bounds. 93-91, 7:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tyson has it for the Cavs, working against Cade. Puts up a 3 on the left wing. He rattles it home. They're going to count a foul underneath. Tyson knocked down the 3, but there was also a foul on the box out down below. So he's going to basically shoot a free throw on top of the made 3. Yeah, Cade was trying to fight off that screen against the Cavs. Tyson buries the 3. So they're going to shoot an extra free throw here. Allen and Cade were going at it. Cade kind of, it's just a weak play. Like Allen and Cade were scrapping off the pick and roll there, and Allen kind of sold it a little bit. 96-91. I think they're going to take a look at this here to actually make the correct call here. So the shot counts. I think the Pistons are going to challenge this here. It was a ref-initiated review. The call is overturned. Okay, so now I don't believe they're giving him a free throw now. I think it's just a made 3-point shot, and the Pistons get the basketball back. 96-91. All right, Hashman, you're gone, bro. See you, buddy. You're gone. 96-91. This guy comes in here and just complains every game about the Pistons. Every game. 96-91. Cavaliers up 5. It looks like, yeah. It's one of those weird things where the shot fell, but there was also a foul underneath after the shot. So now Mobley, so they are going to give the Cavs the free throw. So Jarrett Allen is going to go take this extra free throw here. 96-91. Jarrett Allen at the free throw line, misses the free throw. Paul Reed gets it back. Now they're going to call a foul away from the basketball against Asar Thompson. What is going on? A lot of fouls underneath here. Kind of a strange game. Asar looked like he just ran over Tyson. So the Cavs are going to get it back here. Cade and Tyson having a couple words with each other here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. Cavs 96, Pistons 91. 7:25 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cavs on a 12-2 run. Pistons down by 5. All people in the replay center and think about how bad the officiating still sucks in the NBA. Yeah, it's crazy. Duncan Robinson looking inbound this pass here. Finds Dennis Jenkins. Ball is deflected out of bounds. We've looked horrible. Like the last minute and a half, we've just looked so sloppy. Like unnecessary fouls, trying to get the basketball in. Cavs just dominating the last couple minutes here of this fourth quarter. 7:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavs up by 5 over the Pistons. Duncan Robinson gets it from Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins goes to his left, looking for some help here. Paul Reed sets a down screen, gets it back from Jenkins. Jenkins has it, goes to his right, puts up a floater, off the mark. Paul Reed tried to put it back home. It's off the mark. Dennis Schroeder at the top of the key here, working against Cade Cunningham. Schroeder goes to his right. Schroeder backs out, finds Tyson. Schroeder gets it back now again. Looking at Porter Jr., finds Jarrett Allen, puts up a floater, count the bucket and the foul. Unbelievable sequence of events, the last couple possessions from the Cavs here. 98-91, Cavs go up by 7. Another count the bucket and the foul. They're going to call it on Paul Reed. Duren comes into the game for Paul Reed. Not now. I forgot to turn off Do Not Disturb. Cavs 98, Pistons 91. So, Jarrett Allen's at the free throw line looking to put the Cavs up by 8. What a weird sequence of events the past couple minutes here. 6:51 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jarrett Allen at the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is off the mark. Asar gets the rebound. Now they're going to call a jump ball. What is going on? The last minute and a half, the Pistons just forgot how to play basketball. Couple and one buckets, a jump ball, they can't box out off a free throw, and the Cavs are going to have another second chance opportunity here after this jump ball. So it's Allen and Duren at center court for the jump ball. Cavs are on a 14-2 run here. Cavs 98, Pistons 91. $6:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cleveland 98, Pistons 91. Sound the buzzer again for 15 minutes. JD wins the tip. It's controlled by Cade. Pistons need a basket badly here. Duren sets the screen for Cade. Cade rolls off. It goes to his left. Cade with the basketball drives inside here. Left-handed layup is off the mark. They're going to call. Late foul, though, on the Cavs. So Cade's going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Proctor. It's just one thing after another. That was, frustrating to watch. The last minute and a half, we couldn't get the ball in. We threw it away a couple times. We're giving Cavs, back-to-back and ones. Cade's got 21 points, 10 boards, 7 assists. Looking to cut it back down to 5 here. We got a good game, folks. Don't go anywhere. Cade free throw is in, 98-92. 6:39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers up by 6. Mobley checks back into the game here for Cleveland. Pistons down by 6 in the bonus. $6:39 left to go in regulation. Cade is at the free throw line. Couple late substitutions here between the Pistons and the Cavs. Tobias checks in for Dennis Jenkins. So you got all the starters out there for the Pistons. Dennis Schroeder is having a couple words for J.B. Bickerstaff. J.B. Bickerstaff didn't appreciate the late substitution right there. And Schroeder is chirping at J.B. Bickerstaff. Yeah, it's a former coach. Now Schroeder's pointing out a fan sitting courtside saying he was having issues with him. What is going on in this game? Cade is standing there at the free throw line, waiting to take the second free throw. They're ejecting a fan right now. They are ejecting a fan that's sitting courtside. What is going on, dude? You had a 15-minute horn delay. You have fans getting ejected. Schroeder is upset at J.B. Bickerstaff for the late substitution. What a weird final couple minutes of this fourth quarter. Cavs 98, Pistons 92. Cade has literally stood there at the free throw line for the last 3 minutes. He wants the ref to give it back to him. I don't blame him. He wants to get back in his routine. 98-92. Cade's finally taking his second free throw here. Cade, free throw on the way, is up and in. Pistons down by 5. 6:39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one. Schroeder, outside of Jarrett Allen, gets it back from Schroeder. Schroeder has it working against Duncan Robinson on the right wing. Finds Jarrett Allen inside here. Left-handed shot is good. 100-93. 6:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. It's free. It helps my self-esteem. Cade at the top of the key here, working against Tyson. Finds JD inside here. Right-handed layup does not fall. It's going to be last touch by Schroeder out of bounds. Pistons basketball underneath. So a lot of time left. What's up, bro? This is a crazy... I don't even know what I've witnessed the last couple minutes there. Fans getting ejected. Horns not working. Weird basketball game. Cade finds Tobias Harris. Jalen Duren sets the screen. Tobias gets it back, trying to back down Dennis Schroeder. Turnaround jump shot for Tobias is off the mark, boarded by Mobley. Mobley finds Schroeder on the right wing here. 5:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Schroeder working against Duncan Robinson. Allen sets the screen. Schroeder rolls off it, goes to his right. Cross-court pass to Mobley. Mobley drives inside here. Runs over Duncan Robinson. Charge for Mobley. I'm sorry, Jarrett Allen. Good take from Duncan Robinson there, setting his feet in time. 193. Yeah, it was Mobley. Mobley went at Duncan Robinson. Good take from Duncan. So he draws the charge. Pistons basketball back. 5:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons down 7. Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, trying to get it to Cade. Cade gets it, working against Tyson. No look pass to Jalen Duren. Puts up a shot. It's off the mark. He does get fouled, though, and JD's going to go to the free throw line. This is getting good. Oh, this is getting good. 193 basketball game. Pistons down by 7. JD's back at the free throw line. 5:33 left to play in regulation. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Welcome to the show. Duren misses the first free throw. Jalen Duren back at this free throw again for the second attempt, looking to cut it down to a 6-point deficit. Cleveland 100, Pistons 93. $5:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. Duren at the free throw line. Duren misses both free throws. Mobley gets the rebound. Pistons down by 7. Schroeder at the top of the key working against Asar Thompson. Gives it off to Jarrett Allen. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder trying to get to Allen. Stolen away by Tobias Harris. Cade in transition here. Going to the hole. Left-handed layup is good. He dunks it home. He was originally going to lay it in. He slams it home, though, with 2 hands. It's a 5-point game. Cade's got 25, 10, and 7. 25 points, 10 boards, 7 assists. Allen at the top of the key here, looking to get inside here to Tyson. They're going to call a foul against Cade. It's going to be on the floor here. 5:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Did that basket get smaller? It seems like it. 195. Cavs looking to inbound here. Cade's got 5 fouls. He can't afford another foul. 195. Jarrett Allen at the top of the key working against Jalen Duren. Finds Merrill. Merrill, pull up 3 is good. Merrill knocks it in. Huge shot from Merrill. 103-95. 4:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tobias Harris on the left wing here looking to get it to Cade. Gives it back to JD working against Jarrett Allen. Duren trying to set up the offense here. Duren goes to his right. He's going to get fouled by Jarrett Allen, and JD's going to go right back to the free throw line. If it's a foul fiesta feast. Oh, man, JD misses another free throw. $103.95. JD looking to get it down to 7 here. 4:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hackadurin, yeah. JD's got 22 points, 9 boards, 3 assists. JB Bickerstaff is not happy with the officiating. Duran misses the first free throw. Both teams are in the bonus. Still plenty of time left. Somebody's gonna have to knock down a 3. And I'm looking at you, Duncan. You made 1 3 all game so far. Duran at the free throw line. Missed the first free throw. Second free throw on the way is up and in. 7-point basketball game. 103-96. 4:40 left to play in regulation. Schroeder working against Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Schroeder with the basketball. Tyson sets the screen, rolls off of it. Schroeder finds Merrill. Merrill dishes it back to Schroeder, working against Duncan Robinson. Allen sets the screen. Schroeder off to Allen. Cross-court pass to Tyson. Puts up a 3. It's off the mark. Duncan with the rebound. Asar Thompson has it in transition. Asar goes all the way to the hole now. Backs out. Asar Thompson looking to get it to Cade. Cade thought about a 3 on the right wing against Merrill. Cade with the basketball. Goes to his right. Inside here. It's blocked by Mobley. Duran saves it. Up to Duncan. Finds Tobias Harris for 3 at the top of the key. That's off the mark. Cade with the rebound. They're going to call a foul, though, on Merrill. And Cade's going to go to the free throw line. 103-96. Cade's going to go to the line. 4 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade can knock it down to 5 here. Cade Cunningham for the Pistons. He's got 25 points so far in this game. Cade misses the free throw. Despite Cade being a great player, he's an 81% free throw shooter. Not ideal. You kind of want that to be in the upper 80s at a minimum for your franchise player. JB Bickerstaff is livid with the refs right now. 103-96. Cavs take a timeout. It's a 7-point game. We're going to a commercial break. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. We got a good one, folks. We have a dandy of a good one right now. Sound the horn. Cavs 103, Pistons 96. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, huge shout to Antoine Kenny for the super chats, weeping, becoming a member. All good stuff. Make sure I got these timeouts right. Cavaliers have 4 timeouts. Pistons have 3. Okay. So Cade's going to knock down this free throw. If he knocks this down, it'd be a 6-point game with 4 minutes left. 2 baskets. So if you're the Pistons, this is where you need Isaiah Stewart, right? Like, this is where you need, like, a defensive presence to intimidate down below. And this is an opportunity that Stewart would make a big impact for right now, but unfortunately, he's still suspended. Thanks again, Weeping. Appreciate you, dude. This commercial break is brought to you by Nationwide. What's up, Y2K? Yeah, Pistons have had their struggles at the free throw line, especially in late game time situations. This game smells overtime. Duran can handle them physically. He just has no touch. Yeah, it's free throws. It's free throws down the stretch. 103-96. You had a fan get ejected. You had horn issues. You got JB Bickerstaff and Dennis Schroeder arguing with each other. Very odd basketball game. Back from commercial break here. Cleveland 103, Pistons 96. A lot of time left. A lot can happen. Cade is playing with 5 fouls right now. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. 7-point basketball game. Cade is at the free throw line looking to knock down the second free throw. He missed the first one earlier. On the floor, you got Allen, Mobley, Schroeder, Merrill, Tyson. Pistons have Tobias, Duncan, Duren, Cade, Asar. This is a good one. Let's see it. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. What's up, EMC? Cade misses both free throws. Wow. 103-96. Got to make free throws in crunch time situations. If it's not going to happen now, it's going to cost you in the playoffs. Schroeder finds Merrill at the top of the key here. Merrill off the Schroeder, working against Asar Thompson. Schroeder goes to his right, poked away by Tobias. It was last touched, though, by Schroeder. Schroeder's claiming they should challenge this. He might have a case. I don't know if they're going to challenge this or not. Schroeder claims it was way off the Pistons. I don't know. 3:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're going to take a look at this. Schroeder went to the basket. Tobias went to go steal it. Let's see who this ball is last touched off of. It's hard to tell from that angle. Tobias might have touched it with his hip last. Ball goes off Schroeder. It looks like you still can't tell from the angle just yet. Schroeder, man, that is so close. I don't know if Tobias got that off his right hip or not. Man, that is awfully close. That is really close, man. Schroeder went to the basket. Tobias went to go swipe it away. The ball deflected out of bounds. Schroeder is saying the Cavs should challenge this, and the call on the floor was it's Pistons basketball. The question was, though, did Tobias touch that basketball last? Schroeder was like the first person to argue. It looks like they're going to win this challenge. I think it was last touched by Tobias. Thanks, Hal. Yeah, so it's going to be waiting to hear on this challenge from the official right now. 103-96, the Cavs win the challenge. So the Cavs are going to get it back underneath here. 103-96. Running out of time if you're the Pistons. 3:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Michigan is up 18 over Illinois right now. Wow. 3:41 left to go. Tyson looking to inbound here against Cade Cunningham. This is a big defensive stop here for the Pistons if they can get it. Merrill working inside here underneath to Mobley for the slam. Great execution play off the challenge. 105-96. Cavs up by 9. 3:25 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key working against Mobley. Finds Cade Cunningham outside to Duncan Robinson. Pistons need a bucket and they need it now. Duren working inside here, outside to Asar Thompson. Asar working inside here, has the basketball. Turnaround shot for Asar is no good. Duren is there, though, to get the rebound and put it back up and in. They needed it, they got it. 105-98. Pistons need to make a couple stops. Mobley at the top of the key working against Tobias Harris. Merrill sets the screen, rolls off it, puts up a 3. Off the mark, pinballs around to Mobley. Where's the box out? Schroeder lobs it up to Allen. Nobody's there to guard him. One of the easiest buckets Jared Allen will ever get in his life. 107-98. 2:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade with the basketball. Gives it off to Tobias Harris. Finds Duncan Robinson on the left wing. Duncan puts up a 3. You need it. We got it. Huge shot for Duncan Robinson right there. It's back to a 6-point game. 2:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons need a stop. Asar is bothering Dennis Schroeder. Comes up with the steal and the slam. What a play from Asar Thompson. 107-103. 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons fans are on their feet. They nearly got another steal. Dennis Schroeder in transition, working against Tobias Harris on the left wing. Jared Allen sets the screen, rolls off it. Schroeder looking to get it down low to Jarrett Allen. Tobias trying to give him problems. Underneath here, it's going to be a foul called. They're going to call a foul. Is that on Cade? That's on Cade. Cade Cunningham's out of the game. That is Cade's 6th foul. He is out. Cade was looking to trap it there against Jarrett Allen with Tobias Harris, and Cade's done. So Cade has fouled out of this game. 107 to 103. That's a killer blow for the Pistons. 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Jarrett Allen's at the free throw line. Cade can only watch from the sidelines. Robot, thank you so much for the super chat. $2 super chat from Robot. Is that how you say it? Hopefully. Thank you so much. First time here. Thanks for the stream. Robot, you are a legend. I'll put your name up on the screen here very shortly. Thank you so much, Robot, for the $2 super chat. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. They had a big-time shot from Duncan Robinson. Asar came up with a huge steal against Dennis Schroeder, and then Cade unfortunately fouls at the end there. So Cade's night is done. Jarrett Allen knocks in the first free throw. Thank you again, Rowboat. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much, Rowboat. Jarrett Allen at the free throw line. Free throws up and in. 6-point game, 2 minutes left. Who's going to step up for the Pistons? Tobias Harris finds Asar Thompson. Asar with the basketball. Pistons need a basket badly. Asar Thompson on the right wing here, working against Evan Mobley. Asar has it, goes to his right. Turnaround shot for Asar is off the mark. He does get fouled, though. Asar Thompson going to go to the free throw line. His game's not over yet. 109-103. Asar Thompson at the free throw line. He draws the foul against Jarrett Allen. 1:44 left to go. Asar's got 16 points tonight. Asar, free throw, good. Makes the first free throw. That double big lineup of the Cavs is killing the Pistons. Yeah, Mobley and Jarrett Allen are... Cavs are legit. Like, when they're fully healthy, they could 100% win the East this year. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavs 109, Pistons 104. Asar Thompson's second free throw on the way. It is up and in. It's a 4-point game. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons are without Cade Cunningham. Dennis Schroeder has it for the Cavs. It's a big possession for the Cavs. Working against Duncan Robinson at the top of the key here. Duren against Jarrett Allen. Top of the key here. Duren trying to stay in front of Allen. Trying to get to Tyson. It is a tipped ball. Tobias Harris for the slam. It is a steal from Tobias Harris. It's a 2-point basketball game. 1:25 left to play. And Duncan Robinson takes the charge. It's Pistons basketball. Duncan Robinson immediately off the inbound pass, sets his feet, draws the charge, and the Pistons get it back down 2. Cavs 109, Pistons 107 with 1:24 left to play. Duncan draws the foul on Tyson. It's Pistons basketball. Asar and the Pistons faithful is on their feet at LCA. It's a 2-point basketball game. Pistons ball with 1:20 left to play in regulation. Cade is watching from the bench. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers are going to take a timeout here. What a turn of events. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one. We have a good one. Who's going to step up when Cade is not on the floor? Duncan Robinson puts his body on the line. He takes the charge. Tobias with the clear pass steal to the basket. Pistons are going to set this up here. The Cavs are now challenging this. The Cavs are challenging whether or not this is an offensive foul or not. This is so stupid. This is why challenges sometimes get in the way of things here. Cavs are going to challenge. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Regardless, the Pistons have crawled their way back into this game. The Cavs are challenging whether or not this is an offensive foul on Tyson. It looked like Duncan Robinson set his feet in time. The ref called it a charge on the floor. JB Bickerstaff drawing up a play for the Pistons just in case if they win this challenge, if the Cavs win this challenge. We're going to see what the official wording is just yet. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. It is a 2-point game. Cavs 109, Pistons 107. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. What a weird basketball game. Fans getting ejected. 15-minute horn delay. Cavaliers challenge the charge, and it's going to be overturned. Unbelievable. Challenges get in the way of things. Cavs win the challenge. It's Cavs basketball. Wow. Place is fired up. When Duncan Robinson went down there, he pushed off Duncan Robinson. Like, how do you not... How is that not an offensive foul? He shoved him to the ground. Asar was clearly pointing at him. Oh, that's ridiculous. 109-107. Call gets overturned. Cavs keep their timeout. Unbelievable. Tyson and Duncan were going at it. Duncan was grabbing Tyson's jersey. Tyson shoves Duncan to the ground. They overturn the call. The Cavs win the challenge. 1:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. And Merrill is going to make a free throw. Duncan Robinson basically gets called for the fight. It's so stupid because they stopped the play because they screwed up, because they had to challenge it, and then the Pistons get penalized because of it. It's just, I don't agree with that at all. 1:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. So Merrill makes the free throw. It's Cavs basketball, now up by 3. A ginormous turn of events right there. Cavs got a huge break. Schroeder goes to the basket, backs out, now working against Dennis Jenkins. Switches off now to Marcus Sasser. Schroeder at the top of the key working against Tobias Harris. Dennis Schroeder. Ball in hand, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Schroeder goes to his right, trying to fight off Jalen Duren. Misses the shot. The ball gets deflected out of bounds off of Jalen Duren. And because it hit the rim, they get a new fresh shot clock. Cavs 110, Pistons 107. 106 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons absolutely have to have a stop here. Cavs inbound to Jarrett Allen, working against Dennis Jenkins, switches off to Sasser. Merrill has it on the three-point line, back to Schroeder at the top of the key. Working against Dennis Jenkins one-on-one. Schroeder goes to his right, turns around, finds Mobley for 3 on the right wing. Off the mark, Pistons need the rebound. Duren, they have no idea whose ball it is. Duren throws it off of Allen to save it. It's going to be Pistons basketball down 3 with under a minute left to play in the fourth quarter. Holy Moses. Duren had to throw it off of Allen. That's going to be Pistons basketball. Unbelievable. Pistons are down 3. With 40 seconds left to play, it's Pistons basketball underneath. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Rowboat, Kenny, Antoine, Weeping, thank you guys again. Shout out to all the new viewers in here. 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons are going to take a timeout. Who do you go to if you're the Pistons? You go to JD, do you go to Tobias? Asar Thompson's not having a bad offensive night. So I would love... imagine a draw play up for Marcus Sasser right here. Sasser has yet to score. I don't think the Cavs would expect this to go to Sasser. Imagine if they draw this up to Sasser on the wing or something. That would be amazing. Who's going to get it? Duncan? Tobias? Asar? Sasser? Jenkins? What do you go to if you're JB Bickerstaff? You don't have Cade Cunningham on the floor right now. I don't understand why the Cavs got one free throw out of that. That's a great question. If somebody wants to help me out with that. Basically, Duncan... It's so stupid because it almost sounds like the refs made a mistake The Cavs challenged it. They won the challenge. But because they screwed up in the process, the Cavs got the ball back. And because it was technically a foul on Duncan, they got an extra. It's just so stupid. An extra free throw because of it. Nobody knows. I got to look that up. But yeah, that's very, very odd right there. All right. 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavs 110, Pistons 107. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Tobias Harris on the inbound pass finds Jalen Duren underneath here. Duren has it blocked by Jarrett Allen. Allen fouls JD. JD's going to the free throw line. 110-107. Great take underneath there from JD. Great pass from Tobias, too. Tobias had to kind of heave that like a soccer pass out of bounds. Yeah, got him on the arm. So JD's at the free throw line. Can the Pistons make free throws? Jarrett Allen has fouled out. That's a big, big play from JD and Tobias right there. So no Jarrett Allen the rest of the game. So no Cade, no Jarrett Allen. Cade can only look from the bench. He has fouled out with 25 points. Same with Jarrett Allen. JD is at the free throw line. JD's got 25 points here. First free throw on the way for JD is good. Ice in his veins, JD. He needs one more to cut it down to 1. Cavs 110, Pistons 108. 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. JD is at the free throw line trying to cut it back down to 1. Both teams are in the bonus. Each team also has only one timeout left. JD's at the free throw line. Second free throw on the way for JD. It is up and in. Knocks them both down. Big time free throws for JD. 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Dennis Schroeder at the top of the key, working against Asar Thompson. One-on-one here. 40 seconds left to play. Mobley sets the screen. Schroeder rolls off. It goes all the way to the hole. Right-handed layup is up and in. Unbelievable shot from Dennis Schroeder. 112-109. Pistons down by 3 now. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 15-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Jenkins goes all the way to the hole against Mobley here. Blocked by Mobley. The ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by the Cavs or the Pistons. Pistons bought basketball. Pistons now take their final timeout. I believe it's Pistons basketball. 27 seconds left to go in regulation. Cavs 112, Pistons 109. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Pistons are without a timeout left. What a game. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. So JD Bickerstaff looking to drop another play here. Again, you're probably going to have Tobias, Duren, Asar, Sasser, Jenkins on the floor. Sasser or Jenkins for 3. Maybe Duncan. You get him back out there. Do you go for a quick 2? I mean, you're going to play the free throw game regardless. What a clutch time shot for Schroeder underneath there. 112-109, Cavs up by 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It is Pistons basketball. Pistons were an 8-point favorite. Pistons have the Orlando Magic on Sunday. I'll be doing that game as well, guys. Here we go, folks. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavs 112, Pistons 109. What does JB Bickerstaff draw up here? Who is going to step up for the Pistons here? Ball out of bounds, Pistons basketball, looking to set something up. 27 seconds on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. Jenkins inbounds underneath the basket here, trying to get it into Duncan. Outside of Jalen Duren. Duren finds Sasser on the left wing. He takes a 3. Sasser is off the mark. Duncan Robinson has it. Duncan with the basketball back outside to Jenkins. Jenkins has it. Ball in hand. Puts up a 3 at the... Jalen Duren misses it. Excuse me. Jenkins misses the 3. Duren slams it home. 13 seconds left on the game clock. You had a couple threes right there. Sasser had an opportunity to tie it. He misses it. Another 3 off the mark. Duren was there to rebound it underneath the basket. Cavs 112, Pistons 111. Pistons are down 1. You got to hope Cavs make free throws, miss free throws. Man, if Sasser would have made that, the place would have been nuts. Yeah, Sasser shot it, missed it. Jenkins put up a 3 over Mobley. That shot was off the mark. Durham was there to slam it home, though. So there's 13 seconds now on the game clock. The Cavs are going to get the ball back, and the Cavs just took their last timeout. So there's no timeouts left. Happened so fast. It was like Sasser missed it. Duncan got the rebound, kicked it back out to Jenkins. Jenkins missed it, but Durham was there to slam it home. So it's not the worst case scenario because you still got 13 seconds left. 112 to 111. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Welcome to the show, folks. Got a good one. Can the Cavs make free throws? 13 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. You got one chance at a steal, and then you got to immediately foul. Problem is, you don't have a timeout. So, a lot of different scenarios here for the Pistons and Cavs. Even if the Cavs knock down both these free throws, you're still down 3 with the ball back. But you have to rebound, even if they miss the shot here. So, or the free throws are going to be, you got to box out in these free throws. Mobley looking to inbound here, working against Jalen Duren on the out-of-bounds play. Mobley looking to find it, trying to get it in. Good defense from the Pistons. Jenkins with a good defensive play, swipes it away. It's going to be Cavs basketball again on the out-of-bounds. Good defense from Jenkins. Cavs 112, Pistons 111. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers working inside here. Asar has to foul Porter Jr. So Porter Jr. is going to go to the free throw line. Asar, it gets called for the foul. There are no timeouts left. Porter Jr. is at the free throw line. Cavs 112, Pistons 111. Porter Jr. is a 55% free throw shooter this season. This is the guy you want on the line if you're the Pistons. As he makes both of these. Craig Porter Jr. at the free throw line. First free throw on the way. It is up and in. He buries it. 113 to 111. Duncan Robinson checks back into the game for the Pistons. Cavs 113, Pistons 111. 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No team has a timeout. Both teams are also in the bonus. Porter Jr. at the free throw line. You got to box out if he misses this. Porter Jr. shot is off the mark, and the Cavs get the rebound. You know, they miss a free throw, and what do you have to do? Just box out, and the Pistons can't do it. Ball gets pinballed around to Tyson. He grabs the rebound. He gets fouled. That was the one thing you couldn't do if you're the Pistons. Tyson's at the free throw line now. 113 to 111. 7 seconds left. I'm sorry. It's Cavs basketball about to be on the free throw line here. Cavs inbound to Mobley. Pistons have to immediately foul. Mobley's at the free throw line now. Pistons had a shot right there. 113, 111. Porter misses the second free throw. All you have to do is just rebound the basketball, and ball gets pinballed around. Tyson grabs it. So Mobley, a 63% free throw shooter, is at the line. Mobley, first free throw is off the mark. Okay. Can you rebound this basketball? If the Cavs get this rebound here, I'm going to walk off the stream. 113, 111. Mobley misses the first free throw. 6 seconds left in the game. Mobley is at the free throw line. Mobley at the free throw line. Second free throw is in. It's a 3-point game. Cavs 114, Pistons 111. Pistons don't have a timeout. Jenkins has it. They have to foul immediately. Smart play from the Cavs. Smart play from Cavs. 4 seconds left. Jenkins is going to go to the free throw line. And you got to probably try to make the first one, try to miss the second one. 4 seconds left in the game. Jenkins at the free throw line against the Cavs. Jenkins makes the first free throw. It's a 2-point game. 114 to 112. If you're the Pistons, you're probably going to try and miss this free throw here. You got to miss this free throw and hope that Tobias or JD comes down with it on the side. Jenkins, free throw on the way. They give him 3 free throws? They gave him 3 free throws. What am I talking about, Carson? You read the room wrong. Holy cow, I didn't know that was a 3. They gave him 3 free throws for that. Get your head out of your rear end, Carson. Holy cow, I thought it was only 2 shots. They're giving Jenkins 3 free throws. Holy misfire. Jenkins to tie the game at the free throw line. 3rd free throw on the way is good. Good God, man. I thought it was only 2 shots. They gave him 3 shots. Schroeder with the basketball. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Schroeder goes all the way to the rim for the win. It's off the mark. Duran basically blocks it. We're going to overtime. Unbelievable basketball game. I can't hear the broadcast. I thought they only gave Jenkins 2 shots. They gave him 3 when he chucked it from half court. I'm sure a lot of you guys were screaming at me in the chat. Holy cow. They gave Jenkins 3 free throws for that. Unbelievable. Jenkins puts in 3 clutch free throws. We're going to overtime. Unbelievable basketball game. I don't know if you guys knew that, or if you're listening to me, or if you're listening and seeing it at the same time, but I did not realize Jenkins had 3 free throws right there. Unbelievable. I was wondering, like, is he going to miss this free throw? But he's going for a 3rd one. Like, why didn't he miss the 2nd one? Oh, he's got 1 more free throw. Golly. We're going to overtime, folks. 114 to 114. Don't go anywhere. What a game. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. It was 114 to 111. Mobley made 1 of the 2 free throws. He makes the 2nd one. Jenkins gets it. He chucks it from half court. He was basically trying to draw it in the act of shooting. The Cavs went to foul him. The Cavs literally went to go foul Jenkins to prevent a 3-point shot of getting even off to tie the game. But Jenkins was already in the act of shooting when the Cavs fouled him. I thought it was 2 shots. They gave him 3 shots. Unbelievable. We're going to overtime, folks. Cavs 114, Pistons 114. Unbelievable. What a you had a 15-minute horn delay in the 3rd quarter. You have a fan getting ejected courtside. Pistons can't make free throws until the very end when it matters. Jenkins buries all 3 to tie it to go to overtime. Unbelievable. My fault, folks. My fault. I thought that was 2 free throws for Jenkins. Crazy. All right. We're in a commercial break. Oh, man, I am having a good time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the your Friday night. We got a good one, folks. We're going to overtime. No Cade Cunningham. He fouled out. No Cade Cunningham and no Jared Allen. What's up, Blake? How you doing? Feed Dern in overtime. No Jared Allen. Yeah. Unbelievable. Dude, what a game, folks. Holy Christmas. I had no idea that Jenkins had 3 free throws. I thought he only had 2 free throws. Because the Cavs, the Cavs literally intentionally went to go foul Jenkins, which is the smart play to do. If you're up by 3, to not get a 3 out. A lot of college teams do that too, because you're playing the odds basically. All right, we're back from commercial break. Ball ball knowers know what I'm talking about. If you're up 3 with like 3 seconds left, you foul because they can only shoot 2 free throws. To get a 3-point shot off, they can't tie the game. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Schroeder working inside here. Shot is off the mark, boarded by Jalen Duren. Duncan Robinson up the floor here, working against the Cavs defense. Jalen Duren working against Mobley. Inside here, Duren loses it. It's going to be poked away by Mobley. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Holy cow. Tyson's going to get called for the shooting foul, actually. Duren's going to go to the free throw line. Duren is so massive, it's tough to tell whether it's like if they call it a foul or not. He is having a monster game. 29 points, 14 boards, 3 assists for JD. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Duren knocks down the first free throw. There we go. Okay, so both teams have 2 timeouts. Actually, I'll do it like this. There you go. Man, what a surprise there. 115, 114, going to overtime. 4:38 left to play in the overtime. Duren knocks down both free throws. 116 to 114. 4:35 left to play in overtime. Dennis Schroeder has it, working against Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Schroeder on the left wing. Mobley sets the screen. Schroeder has it, finds Merrill. Merrill drives baseline against Duncan Robinson. Inside here for the layup is off the mark. Porter Jr. misses it. Tobias Harris grabs the rebound. Tobias on the right wing here. Tobias with the basketball. Finds Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins has it. Duren sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off of it. Goes to his right. Puts up a floater. Count the bucket for Dennis Jenkins. 118 to 114. Pistons take a 4-point lead. 4 minutes left to play in overtime. Schroeder. Top of the key here working against Asar Thompson. Goes to his left. Kicks it back out to Mobley. Mobley thought about a 3. Finds Merrill. Merrill puts up a 3. Off the mark. Boarded by JD. 3:45 left to play in overtime. Dennis Jenkins on the right wing here. Jenkins finds JD all the way to the hole. Left-handed layup is good. JD having a monster night. 120 to 114. 3:33 left to play in overtime. Cavs cross-court pass for Tyson for 3. He buries it. 120 to 117. Huge shot for Tyson. 3:20 left to play in overtime. Jenkins has it for the Pistons, working against Schroeder at the top of the key. Tobias looking to set the screen. Jenkins says slow it down. 1-on-1, Jenkins versus Tyson. Jenkins goes to his left, looking for some help. Finds Duncan Robinson. He puts up a 3 from the corner. That's off the mark, boarded by Evan Mobley. Mobley nearly lost it. Upside to Tyson, finds Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder working against Dennis Jenkins on the right wing here. Schroeder has it, goes to his right, drives to the hole here. It's going to be off the mark. He does get fouled, though. And are they going to call that on the floor? They're going to call it on the floor, I think. What a game. Unbelievable game. 120 to 117. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the stream. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Cavs get the basketball back here. Top of the key. Merrill has it. Finds Mobley. Cross-court pass outside to Porter. Porter goes to his left. Puts up a layup. It's off the mark. JD with the rebound. Jalen Duren has it. Finds Dennis Jenkins on the right wing here. Jenkins with the basketball. Working against Schroeder at the top of the key. Jenkins goes to his left. Switches back off to Porter. Finds Tobias Harris. Tobias working against Tyson on the left wing here. Tobias Harris finds Jalen Duren one-on-one against Evan Mobley. JD. Step back mid-range J is off the mark. Boarded by the Cavs. Schroeder has it in transition. 2 minutes left to play in overtime. Schroeder with the basketball against Asar Thompson. Goes to his left. Dennis Schroeder switches back off to Duncan Robinson. Schroeder goes to his right. Inside here. Right-handed shot is good. 1-point basketball game. 120 to 119. 150 left to play in overtime. Jenkins has it. For the Pistons, on the right wing, JB Bickerstaff wants a timeout. Unbelievable basketball game. 120 to 119. I cannot believe I didn't know that Dennis Jenkins had 3 free throws right there. Over a 3-hour basketball game. Appreciate you guys all stopping in, like, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Pistons are playing without Cade Cunningham. He has fouled out for 25 points. Jarrett Allen has also fouled out 25 points as well. In a commercial break. There's 153 left to play in overtime. Holy Moses. Shout out to Rowboat, Kenny, Antoine weeping again. Everybody rules. Like I said, as long as you guys are here to have a good time, that's all I care about. Be respectful in the chat. Pistons up by 1. Dennis Schroeder is clutch, dude. He's made some big-time shots for the Cavs in this game. Pistons have the Orlando Magic up next. Michigan takes down Illinois 84-70. This has been the longest Pistons game this season so far. Duren's got 33 points and 16 boards. I mean, the Pistons are just feeding Jalen Duren. Like, no Cade Cunningham, maybe Duren is the second best option on this team. They've been feeding him all night. It ties a career high for JD. He's got 33 points, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 16 boards. 153 left to play in overtime. Pistons 120, Cleveland 119. You had 3 clutch free throws to tie the game to force overtime from Dennis Jenkins by itself. I cannot believe I didn't realize that until after he made the second free throw. 153 left to play in overtime. Pistons 120, Cavs 119. Pistons looking to inbound here to Tobias Harris. Tobias finds Dennis Jenkins, goes to his left. Jenkins throws it away. Intercepted by the Cavs. Here come the Cavaliers. 144 left to play in overtime. Tyson has it, finds Dennis Schroeder on the left wing against Dennis Jenkins. Schroeder with the basketball. They're going to call a foul away from the basketball, I believe, on Duncan Robinson. So Asar checks back into the game here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Welcome to the show, folks. We got a good one, man. 120 to 119. Welcome to the party. Lot of time left, and my app does not work right now. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, not now. You got to be kidding me. Are you serious? My cable does not work on my phone right now. My phone is literally, I gotta go to the laptop. I'm going to device here. 135 left to play in overtime. The phone doesn't work. I'm going to the laptop. Schroeder goes to his left, blocked by Jenkins. Tobias Harris has it. Jenkins upside to Marcus Sasser on the right wing here. 120 left to play in overtime. My freaking stupid phone literally shut off. Stolen away by the Cavs. Schroeder upside here to Porter Jr. Porter puts up a shot. He misses it, but there's going to be a foul called, and Porter's going to go to the free throw line. There's a reason why I watch on my phone, because there's a 15-second delay on the computer, but my phone is not working right now. Oh my gosh, dude. What is happening tonight? Jenkins wants him to challenge this. I don't know if they're going to win the challenge or not here. One of the craziest Pistons games I've ever seen. I mean, 15-minute horn delay, fan getting ejected. Pistons are challenging this. 1:15 left to play in overtime. Pistons 120, Cavs 119. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. We're in a commercial break. I never turned it off. Good Lord. I'm okay, thanks. We're good, thank you. Pistons up by 1. This smells like double overtime. It might be. My phone literally is not... I can't get the broadcast on my phone. What is going on? Oh, you piece of manure. All right, we're good. I have to turn off my phone. All right, we're in a commercial break. Pistons 120, Cavs 119. Crazy freaking basketball game. This could go into double overtime. My scoreboard doesn't even have the double overtime function. It just goes past overtime. We're going to see, man. Oh, mama. There goes that man. Nationwide is on your side. All right, so the Pistons are challenging this. Dennis Jenkins claims it wasn't a foul against Porter. Yeah, his left hand, though, is... on Porter's back. That looked like a clean block, though. It's going to basically determine whether or not they got that ball off in time. From the time it left his hand by the time Jenkins released his hand off of his back. It's tough to say. 1:15 left to play in overtime. Pistons are in the middle of a challenge right now. Yeah, the app freaking crashed on my phone. I have to watch it on my computer. Usually I have like the stats pulled up on my computer, guys, and I have the broadcast is on my phone. App doesn't want to load, but the computer works. The only problem is there's like a little bit of a delay on the computer side, but it's fine. We have no other choice because my phone doesn't work. 1:15 left to play in overtime. Cavs 120. I'm sorry, Pistons 120. Cleveland 119. Sakes, it's telling me to sign into my provider. I don't have time to sign into my provider. I want to watch the Pistons game any other day but now. Come on, FanDuel. Get your act together. I don't remember my password. This is, all right, there we go. I can't even function properly. I'm trying to do the Michigan report because Michigan took down Illinois, but we have a 3.5-hour Pistons game in the process, and it could go into double overtime. Dance Jenkins putting in clutch free throws. Goodness gracious. There you go, you stupid piece of crap. All right. Now we're good. Now we have liftoff. Go away, computer. Okay. Going back to the phone cam. All right. It looks like the Pistons win the challenge. That's a huge break for the Pistons. The Pistons win the challenge. It's no foul against the Cavs. Great defense from Dance Jenkins. Holy cow. 1:15 left to play in overtime. Pistons 120, Cavaliers 119. I have technology not on my side. We have horn issues. We have fans getting ejected. Dance Jenkins making 3 free throws, even though I thought he only had 2 free throws. March Madness is around the corner. Stop the madness. Holy Moses. 1:15 left to play in overtime. Pistons basketball. Asar Thompson looking to get into Dance Jenkins. Jenkins on the fast break here. Kicks it across to Tobias Harris. Working against Tyson. Outside to Asar Thompson. 1:08 left to play. It's a huge possession for Detroit. Tobias on the left block. Working against Tyson. Turnaround jump shot for Tobias is off the mark. It's going to be boarded by the Cavs out of bounds. It's going to be Cavs basketball. Pistons 120, Cavaliers 119. Under a minute left to play in regulation. Cavaliers basketball. Dennis Schroeder working against Dance Jenkins on the right wing here. Schroeder with the basketball. Outside to Merrill. Sasser nearly stole it away. Schroeder has it. Top of the key here. Goes to his left. Working against Jalen Duren. Finds Mobley. Stolen away by JD. Duren looking to slow it down here for the Pistons. Upside to Marcus Sasser. How about Jalen Duren with a huge steal? Dennis Jenkins back to Marcus Sasser. Pistons up by 1. Feeds it to Tobias Harris on the left wing working against Tyson. Tobias with the basketball. 25 seconds on the game clock. Tobias turnaround jump shot is good. Uncle T putting in the dirty work and the Pistons go up by 3. Tobias Harris knocks down a huge shot to put the Pistons up by 3. And we got a good one. Cavaliers take a timeout. Holy molasses, Tobias Harris. Uncle T for the win, 122-119. Pistons up by 3. It's Cavs basketball. Where's the Tobias emote? Where is it? Get him on my screen. Look at him. I'm gonna put 50 of them out there. As many as it lets me. Look at him. There he is. Uncle T for a reason. Putting in the dirty work down the stretch. Uncle T, Tobias Harris. What a shot. 122-119. He did it against Denver earlier in the season. Another huge bucket against the Cavs. Tobias, 11 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. He's made some big-time shots here. Holy Moses. $122-119. All right, here's what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to call my shot right now. Cavaliers are going to tie it. Okay, they're going to tie it from a Merrill 3. And Sasser's going to hit a game winner. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. Merrill's going to tie it. And then Sasser's going to hit it for the win. That's my prediction. 20 seconds left to play in overtime. Pistons 122, Cavaliers 119. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point. I mean, it'd be amazing if it got to that point, but let's just try and get the W any way we can. 20 seconds left to play in overtime. Cavs basketball out of bounds here. Pistons up by 3. Cavs looking to inbound the pass here. Finds Tyson at the top of the key against Tobias. Merrill puts up a 3 to tie it. No good. Sasser gets it. And the Pistons just have to make free throws. Cavs had a foul to give. Merrill got a good look right there. Merrill was against Sasser. He misses the shot. Pistons get the board underneath here, and it looked like they fouled. Is it Asar or Sasser? Good defense from Marcus Sasser right there. It doesn't matter. It's Pistons basketball. Sasser has it, gets it back. It looks like they're going to force a jump ball. Unbelievable. Sasser caught it in the backcourt, and the Cavs are going to force a jump ball against Marcus Sasser. Oh, my goodness. Great defense from Merrill and Schroeder from the Cavs right there. That looked like a foul. He's bear-hugging Marcus Sasser. Merrill literally was bear-hugging Sasser. How is that not a foul on Merrill? That's ridiculous. All right, so it's Merrill versus Sasser. It's only about, it's a 3-inch difference. Merrill and Sasser to jump it up here. Pistons up by 3. Merrill and Sasser, jump ball. Merrill wins it up to Schroeder. 8 seconds, 5 seconds on the game clock. Dennis Schroeder finds Mobley. Mobley at the top of the key. He has to get a shot off. He puts up a 3. It's off the mark, and the Pistons win. I'm doing a 360. I'm 360. Pistons win. How about we come back from overtime? Dennis Jenkins knocks down not 1, not 2, but 3 free throws. And the Pistons secure the dub. Pistons win. I'm having a good time. Holy cow. 3.5 hours later, we had fans get ejected. We had horns not working. We have technology issues, but we prevail, and the Pistons win in overtime. God bless. I love you all. Shout out again to Weeping, Antoine Kenny, Rowboat for the support. Everybody rules. God bless. God is great. I'll see you guys on the live stream on Sunday. Pistons Magic. You know the Pistons won again. Good night.